Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Avast ye.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blow me down.
Brad is
The
leaning
ship be
in
cold.
immediately.
Welcome everybody to A Pirate's Life for Me. Yar! There we go. Yo ho ho. We are so excited to bring you our monthly show of Dice Tales Live. Here to do the same nonsense we do every month. Yay! But with more pirates this time.
But with more pirates.
Now with more pirates.
This is
Always better
honestly,
with more pirates.
this is where I hope every campaign goes. Just you gotta have a solid pirate session.
Eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed. Otherwise, what are you doing with your lives? So,
That's even the point of playing D&D.
Seriously.
before we get into playing D&D, we want to have some messages and shout outs to our friends and sponsors. And I think Brad is prepared a little special something.
Well, when Brooke named the session, I kind of had to, follow my instincts. So I've got 4 verses, 1 for the cause that we're playing for, and 3 for our sponsors. Feel free to sing along at home if you feel you get to know the words. Yo ho, a player's life for me. We roll dice attack, we cast spells and shoot. Don't split up the party, yo ho. Sneak attack with advantage, all for the loot. Don't split up the party, yo ho. Please support Dog Story Theater. You can follow the bit.ly link at the top of our screen. Yo ho, a player's life for me. We map out combat on paper so fair. Don't split up the party, yo ho. The map feels so real, you'll think that you're there. Don't split up the party, yo ho.
Oh.
Sponsored by Gaming Paper. Check them out at gamingpaper.com. They have lovely products for mapping out all of your combat needs. They also host our podcast. Check them out. Yo ho, a player's life for me. The sounds in our game bring life to the fight. Don't split up the party, yo ho. Add terror and whimsy, surprise and delight. Don't split up the party, yo ho. Sirenscape brings all of the sounds that we don't make ourselves into our game. Check out all of their different soundscapes to add an extra element to your D&D or other tabletop role-playing game. Yo ho, a player's life for me. Stow all our stuff, keep it sound, keep it safe. Don't split up the party, yo ho. Pack dice pens and minis all in one place. Don't split up the party, yo ho. Character Case, our friends, make these lovely travel cases to hold all of your gaming needs. Your dice, your pens, your notes, your notebooks. You can even prop up your electronics depending on how you play your game. Super useful, and make sure that you don't lose stuff, especially as people start getting vaccinated and games start taking place in person. They're great so you don't lose your things. Yo ho, a player's life for me. Yo ho, a player's life for me. I can't read the
Yo ho!
That was very nice.
Depth
Very
perception's
nice.
a little off.
We're proud of
What are
you,
you gonna
Brad.
do with a drunken sailor?
All right. This
Amazing.
is the fancy night. Brad, yay, good job.
Yeah, we're hopping on the
I wrote that in 15 minutes.
Yay.
Attaboy.
hopping on the TikTok Steve
Avast you,
bandwagon,
lads.
clearly. All right. As Brad mentioned, don't forget that we are here to support Dog Story Theater, as always, and trying to rehome and bring Dog Story back in the wake of this pandemic so that theater can spring back to life locally in Grand Rapids. So if you're interested in donating to that, there's a link up top. Check it out. Also, we want to thank our artistic friends, as always, who provide us fabulous character portraits, etc. The art that we use on Roll20. So we have TJ Corbett from On the Line Books. We have the beautiful Barb Williams. We have the amazing Isaac Wilson. You can check out his fantasy novel series, The Cursed Death Shod, on his Facebook author page, Isaac Grimaldi. And as Brad mentioned, make sure you catch up and listen to the podcast, or you can watch our old episodes now up on YouTube. And as always, check it out. You can buy cool shirts. I think Carrie has a new one on, don't you?
I
did
do.
change.
Tank tops. We got tank tops, guys. Guns out, guns out. What?
Yeah.
Tank tops.
Our
They're
thumbs.
great. Yeah. What now? Yep. So,
Fabulous. Or you
All
know,
shirts
the,
come with a
the
+5
classic,
charisma bonus.
the classic.
Particularly
children
on
of
sexy
destiny.
checks.
Yep.
I want to see more Gooses on the Loose shirts out there. So I
Yes,
gotta
those
give
are
me one of
those.
those. That's my favorite. If you're one of our players who donated to the Dog Story fundraiser who's still sitting on an action point to influence the course of events, don't forget you can activate those by just shouting action point in the chat at any point. We will stop the action and force a reroll of any die rolled by either me or one of our players.
Might need some help, folks.
The power is in your hands.
Oh.
You know, only mildly terrifying.
We're gonna be in the bilge tonight.
Oh.
Love it. All right, cool. Am I forgetting anything? Any other announcements people have?
Oh,
Good.
ready to rock and roll.
Let's be pirates.
Let's be pirates.
Let us take to the seven seas, or you know, just this like river that you guys have to make up to get to Baldur's
Let us take to the one river.
That's how we get to be on
Yeah,
the
how
boat.
many seas are in the Forgotten Realms?
There's like at least 9.
one of several seas we will
Several
take to. All right, let's check out our recap, and we'll see you guys on the other side.
After accompanying Sophia Valen to her manor under the guise of being bounty hunters interested in her contract on Jaleris Farhart, Callista and a disguised Jill quickly learned Sophia knew more than she'd let on. Under questioning, they managed to lie convincingly enough to satisfy Sophia and extricate themselves from the manor without conflict. After that narrow escape, the Children of Destiny elaborately disguised themselves and sought out a pirate ship where they offered their culinary and protection services in exchange for passage to Baldur's Gate. And that's where we pick up the adventure tonight on Dice Tales.
And we're back.
Yeah, hey, sorry, we had a little technical problems with that audio, but hopefully you got most of it.
We get the gist. Basically,
Fix it in post.
we're gonna be
Fix it.
pirates. So that's where we're at. You guys are on your way to Waterdeep the long way, trying to escape the Shadowvar, who are hot on your tails because you absconded with this magic seed that you only vaguely understand and are trying to keep safe. And you've gotten it this far, and are all in one piece. But now have decided to travel with these pirates. So we'll see how that goes. Last time, a group of you've decided to travel in 2 separate groups. So we had one group who are pretending to be traveling culinary chefs and cooks, managed to make acquaintance with the crew, and the captain agreed to take you on. I believe that the other group, which consists of Jill, Seamus, and Merrick, who are
And
a
Katya.
group of- and Katya,
Katya.
as a group of traveling mercenaries, still has to make their way onto the ship, though, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thought so. All right, so while the others are being led up and shown to the cabins that they'll be allowed to stay in on the ship, who is approaching, and how would you like to approach the ship there between Jill and Seamus?
I can go. I'm all dressed up.
Oh God. I will go
Ooh,
behind
yes.
him and try to look tough.
Yep.
Katya
So
is also coming up behind and trying to look tough.
Fancy pants.
Seamus recently had a bit of a makeover in town, and so he's got like some real nice looking
He's
linen
glowed up.
suit.
He was walking down the street. You can tell by the wind.
Yes.
Yep, I can
That's
feel
what I
it.
was
Jill is
He's
disguised as Ginevra from a way long time ago episode.
Yeah.
Because she's wearing a hat of disguise.
Taking it back.
Oh,
Okay. And again,
Beyonce feels a
captain-
little guilty.
The captain herself is not on land currently. It is her crew, which the 3 that you guys have seen all appear to be half-orcs.
Yep.
Her crew that have been unloading or loading up the boat where you can see. So how would you like to approach, Seamus?
Just kind of walk up and look if I could see if anybody looks more in charge of them.
All right, why don't you make me old sense motive to kind of try to read these folks?
15?
Okay, that's not bad at all. Between the half-orcs, you can kind of see that one of them is taller, larger, and seems to be overseeing the others. He has cropped, straight black hair and rather blue eyes, green skin, tall guy with muscles, very asymmetrical features, like one tusk that's really big and one tusk that's like
Yeah.
broken off on the other side, kind of squinting. The other two that are there that you see, there's a slightly shorter half-orc who also is a male, has a sharp, attractive face with a little red beard. He's got green skin also and short tusks, short kind of curled auburn hair and gray eyes. And then the other one is a female half-orc who is bald with like a brownish gray skin and no visible tusks in sight. She's very, very short and has kind of a rounder build. And so she's lifting one of the crates. With the other guy, well, the biggest of the half-orcs seems to be overseeing them, you would think. So that would be your best guess.
Okay. So I go up to the big ugly one and say, "Hey! How's it, what's happening there, friend?"
And he sort of gives you this side eye and he's like, "Can I help you?"
You look like you are the man in charge around here. So, looking for a ride, and I got myself a crew that could come in handy.
We already got a crew.
I kind of take, okay, theatrically almost, I take a look at their crew and I kind of just go like,
And his eyebrows shoot up at that. And he looks between the two of you and he says, "Your friend there got some kind of problem?"
No, we're just looking to run security, and we need a ride.
Security?
Yeah.
What kind of credentials you got for that kind of work?
I point at Merrick.
Eric himself, a rather muscly specimen.
Yeah. I'm
Man,
Leaning
man.
on his big ass over here. And then Katya next to him, who is also disguised.
Yeah, so if you could help us out, get a quick lift to where we're going, then we could make sure you don't have any problems.
Seamus, would you like to do this in more of a diplomatic, friendly way, or are you trying to just come off as kind of like intimidating dudes?
I'm gonna have to go with intimidation.
oh God.
Yeah.
Right. So you can roll an intimidation, and then anybody who is helping you with
I
the
will help.
intimidation. So Katya seems to be, Merrick seems to be, Will can as
Do
well.
we want Katya to help though? She usually ends
Katya
up
doesn't need the help,
purring.
I
She's
help.
always just purring.
Oh,
Very
sweet
nice,
murder,
sweet.
baby.
We love her.
I did get a
I-
28.
Oh, I aided.
Funny. Oh, geez. All right.
Damn.
Seamus, for all he sometimes seems like a sedate old man who just wants to smoke his pipe, has a gleam in his eye of someone who is truly battle-hardened and knows what he's talking about. And that alone seems to attract the attention of the half-orc, who doesn't even bother like looking at the rest of you as much. And he says, "All right, what are you looking to get paid, old man?"
What? I turned to everybody and said, we didn't, how much you got?
But
Merrick says, "We're looking for passage." And he kind of looks over at Jill to confirm, like he doesn't want to speak for everybody, but
Jill just nods.
Right, yeah. We just need a ride, so if you could just cover our passage, then we'll do our best to keep y'all safe.
all right, let me go speak with the captain. Give me a moment, don't go too far. And with that, he starts trundling up the deck.
I kind of lean to Merrick. I'm like, I think they know we wanted passage. We could have at least asked for like 50 gold for the trip.
And Merrick says, "It's up to you. I don't care."
Katya
Being
looks
a little.
back
with
at
me.
Jill and kind of cocks her head like, "I do good. I scary."
Oh, and I kind of just I go from being a little pissed at Merrick to just smiling at Katya and scritching her on top of the head.
Aw. All right. It's not very long before he comes back down
Blonde Katya.
and sizes you all up again. You don't see the captain herself this time. And he says, "She's got one condition. If you're willing to listen. If we get in some kind of scrap, you're jumping in first."
All right. I'm pretty good at jumping, actually.
That'll work for you? And he looks at you, Jill, and at Merrick.
I nod. I don't say anything.
Merrick just nods again. He doesn't care.
Katya lifts a paw and goes, and all her claws come out.
Yes.
He's like, "I like the cat." And then he listens for you all to walk up onto the ship.
Yeah, I follow. I wait for Seamus to go. If we're playing this role, then
All right. As you get on, you would see that painted on the side of the ship is the name of the boat. And
what's
it
it
just
called?
says the Scorn.
The scorn. Ominous.
badass. The Scorn.
Sure, it's fine.
That's the best. No, I wouldn't want to go on a fancy named pirate ship. I want to go on the frickin' Scorn. I trust them.
Right?
As you get on, your other compatriots here had been allowed to go and shown where they could have some cabins. Are you guys leaving any of your effects in your cabin before you come back up?
I'd leave like my armor and stuff in there.
Okay.
I don't think I wouldn't leave Justifier though. He doesn't trust anybody.
All right. Gonna carry it around.
Yep.
Are we all in the
Would
same
leave
cabin?
his spear
or- oh.
in the cabin, but that'd be about it.
No, they give you very small, like little tiny, it's almost like a single bathroom stall size thing that they're having you sleep in. You're not sleeping with the rest of the crew, so they must not trust you for whatever reason. It looks like maybe these are where they store some specific things they don't want jostling around, but they are just gonna throw a hammock in there and that's where you're gonna sleep.
Does the door lock on any of these?
No.
Okay, yeah, he's not leaving shit.
Why?
There is a single like little wooden chest that you can put all your effects in, but they're giving you one for your group and then one for the other group. And there'll be a key with that.
There is a key with that?
There'll be a key with that you're given.
We have the seed, other group.
Don't I have it?
You have it.
Yeah.
I'm saying you guys have it,
Oh.
just in case you forgot. So. Yeah.
The
something to
ship
think about.
itself
No big
appears
deal.
to be a three-masted sailing ship. It's about 100 feet long and 30 feet wide. There's a bunch of bustling crew members going here and there. But clearly, these half-orcs are the ones in charge. And the rest of you would be greeted by the sight of this captain as well. So if you want to pull the picture up there of her,
Nice.
she was introduced last time. Lady Alvina Drace,
Woo!
Amazing.
who's already
she-
giving orders for people to hoist sail, get ready to get out of here. So,
Is she like the only?
Beyonce.
the only
no,
human?
there's the only woman. Is that what you said? Or
The only
human.
human.
The only human? Yes, on the entire crew. You spot that there is a dwarf running around up here as well, like a male dwarf, and then like a lot of half orcs, one actual orc on the crew, and then some gnomes.
Nice.
Yeah, but they all look pretty
Leafs with his
grizzled.
people.
Nice.
But
Awesome.
you don't see any humans whatsoever, or any elves for that matter.
Oh. Okay.
Question.
Beyonce definitely gives her like an up and down.
You perv.
Are you trying to do that subtly or pretty openly there, Beyonce?
Eh, openly.
He is
All
a
right.
world-class chef.
It's true.
He knows he's hot.
She looks over at you and raises an eyebrow kind of haughtily as you're doing this. And then she kind of like smirks, but just goes back to what she's doing.
Oh, she knows she's hot too.
Eh,
Watch out.
So
Beyonce just
who-
kind of does the little eyebrow thing and walks away.
Amazing.
Who on the muscle crew is going to let Katya sleep in their cabin? I'm assuming they're not giving Katya a cabin.
Katya does not have her own cabin, no.
I'm not. I'm sharing my cabin already. Ayo.
Oh
Sorry.
my.
I got another animal in my cabin. Hey.
Zing.
Seamus, that leaves you. Because I'm guessing Merrick is otherwise occupied.
Yeah, Merrick is not doing that. No.
What? What am I
You
volunteering
taking
for?
Katya
Katya
needs
with
to
you?
bunk with somebody, and she can't bunk with me because we don't know each other.
Come on, kitty. Let's go.
He
She
gives
was
him
just like
prime
standing on the
snuggles.
deck, looking really lost.
Oh,
Aw.
poor Bob.
Aww.
With her new blonde look.
It's adorable.
She still smells like
Lord.
peroxide.
Yes, dude.
Like scratching.
And they-
yeah, go ahead.
Pretty much tell you guys to clear out of the way as they're getting the ship ready to go. They're running to and fro up here on deck, so they ask you to go down below so that you're not going to get in their way. And it's that big, beefy half-orc guy who tells you, so he's not super polite about it. Kind of orders you down there.
Okay.
So
I
forceful.
know nothing about sailing, so I get out of the way.
Same.
Neither do I.
I've tied a knot before.
I just kind of want to like give one last look at the crew and just sort of size them up before I go below.
Okay. Are you trying to get a read on...
Just kind of their vibe. Like, I mean, like, I know they're
Vibe check? Vibe check?
Vibe check. Yes.
Roll
can I
for
make
vibe.
that, please?
Please roll a vibe check.
Can I do just a general sense motive
Yes,
of all of
that's a
them?
vibe check.
Vibe check. Ooh, that's not very good at all. Well, it's an 18 for Jill.
Oh, that's good. Why did that
No.
not be good?
Super mods. Super mods. The roll was a 3.
So, in terms of like morale, I guess you could say, like of the crew, they all seem willing to hop to pretty quickly. Not a lot of grumbling, other than maybe just for fun, like some insulting each other and stuff as they go by. But overall, like these people seem to enjoy what they're doing and being here. And
Oh my god, they're jolly pirates.
I know they are.
Yes.
They're jolly
Yo
pirates.
ho, yo ho.
The last pirate campaign I ran was like not a jolly pirate ship.
Oh,
It's gonna be fun. One last thing, and I'm sorry to interrupt. Are any of them speaking half orc?
Yes, actually.
Are any of them talking about us in orc?
Yes, actually. Can you make a perception check to try to overhear anything?
Yeah. Perception is 24.
24. Okay. Yeah, you overhear a couple of them talking, and they are clearly sizing up the attractiveness of your group and finding you all rather disgusting.
Oh.
Except maybe the one with the horns.
Yeah.
That's two
Yes.
of them.
She hot.
I'm a half elf right now.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
right.
Are
you're
you?
Remedy.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm
Right.
going to have a disguise.
No, you're all disgusting.
Ah.
Thank you.
Never mind. They all suck. Great. Okay, cool. I keep that to myself. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I might tell Beyonce.
Oh no.
Only him. I won't tell him now. I'm saving it for the right time.
When I need to cut
in
him
case he
When he
gets
needs to be
limpy.
taken down a peg.
Yeah. They didn't even think you were attractive. Hmm.
No,
Hmm.
ugly.
Are these
All right, that's all I
people?
needed. I'm
These
good.
scallywags. All right, so you guys would have kind of a moment while most of them are busy. If there's anything that you want to say to each other, pass information to each other. Everyone else is pretty occupied for the moment as they're hoisting sail, getting out of here.
So does anybody know a thing about sailing?
No, but I do not think we need to. We are
Well,
the
even a
cooks,
little bit.
remember?
Oh, and like, what are your names? What were the lies you told?
I don't think I gave us names.
They didn't even ask for your names.
No.
Oh,
I called
okay.
you
Well,
Chef
then we'll...
Bay, and that was about it.
Yes, and I'm okay with that. I am kind of a chef now, aren't I?
Merrick would say, I think we should have names.
Oh.
Jeff
And we
Bay.
should come up with them now because otherwise, on the spot is. I'm not good at that.
I can be Eris. I have a name right in the chamber.
Let's not use that one.
And I will be Jameis.
Like, not my
Jameis.
Jameis.
We're just gonna go with like the one letter inversions, so Leith becomes Keith.
Merrick is Derek.
Yes.
Derek. Oh
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
I don't have a good one. It. I don't have a
Bill.
good one.
Bill.
Oh, yes.
Bill
Sure.
Laris.
Bill
Sure.
Harris.
Bill. I can be Bill.
I'll call you Bill.
All right.
Sure. Billie Jean. There we go.
Billie Jean.
You're not my lover.
That's a
Not my
pretty
lover.
good pirate name. I
It's
love
Merrick's
it.
lover.
Billie Jean's a great pirate name.
It is. All right.
Perfect. That's it.
It's so we're just kind of going about our days on a boat here.
All right.
Well,
Are we
Chef
staying
Bay,
low?
What happened to the horses?
Are you guys trying
Yes,
to bring
did
them?
we grab?
I
Oh.
think
I
we
would
left
like
them
to have
behind.
brought them.
Nobody asked anything.
Did we leave already? I feel like we
No,
left.
they're getting ready
They're
to leave.
Getting
right now.
ready to leave.
Okay. So now's the time if we're gonna.
Golly.
One group is
If
going
you
to
want
have-
Seamus, now's the time.
So I go up to Keith and I say, hey Keith, nice meeting you for the first time. I was wondering if you could perform some sort of magic, wink, wink. And then I say, do you think you could turn Barty into a parrot?
I think I could do that.
All right, let's try it.
Amazing. Amazing.
Sorry, just
I
like
guess
standing on
we'll
the shore.
go back up on deck and get within line of sight of this horse.
right.
And I will cast Baleful Polymorph on Barty and permanently transform him from a horse into a parrot.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Is Barty gonna let it happen?
He doesn't know any better, so he's gonna
He's
roll
a
to
stupid
resist.
boy.
He's gonna feel real weird.
He
for a
needs to
minute.
make
Save.
he needs to make a Fortitude save and then a Wisdom save.
Okay, all right, let's check it out then.
But it's got to be like a 22.
Holy cow! Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that. Hold on one
Oh
moment.
no,
and I
just
will
a
check.
19.
How wise
I'm
is
sorry.
Barty? Is he?
He does okay.
There's a wisdom in his eyes.
Nope, not okay enough. So as Barty is just sitting there minding his own business, suddenly his entire body goes
Oh,
and he grows a beak
oh my
and
God.
Oh.
wings,
We've had Barty for
Feathers
so
go
long,
flying.
guys.
and you hear a
Awesome.
Yay.
Does he look like super confused?
I'm
Yes.
I'm hoping for like a bucktooth parrot of some kind.
yeah.
How does a beak go
I
buck
don't know. It's just got a big hook on the end of it. That's
Yeah.
very 90
Yes.
degrees off from the front.
You need to file
Yeah.
down your beak,
It's-
buddy. We need
it's
to
a
get
pretty-
you a stone.
Dopey looking parrot, and most of its feathers are like gray. So
Oh, buddy.
Love
He-
him.
he tries his best.
I-
And
I-
he's awkwardly trying to fly right now, but doesn't quite know how yet, and is just sort of flapping in a circle.
Oh,
I want to go and walk up to him and like kind of put my finger out under his little feet and see if I can get him to climb on.
Okay, we'll do a very, very awkward hop up onto you. I'm kind of about to catch him a little bit.
Okay, and
Katya went with you.
He's
She's sniffing at him.
I
What about
put
the other stone?
I put
Barty
a
has
finger
never
out.
been so interesting.
I put a finger out to Katya, like as in, don't you dare, as I'm holding this bird. and I pick the bird up. And I say, "It's all right, buddy. You get to ride me now." And then I put her.
Aw, he's done his time.
My
So-
heart.
I can do that
Katia's
3 more
wondering-
times if we'd like to grab the other horses too.
Can you turn them back into horses?
No.
No.
Does Barty still smell like a horse, or does he now smell like a parrot? What did Katya smell?
Wow, great
he
question.
would smell like a parrot now.
Well, I want my horse.
I kind of put my hand. Oh, never mind. I don't put my hand on Beyonce's shoulder, so we don't know each other. Can the rest of us go sell our horses quick, or do we not have time?
You might have to go ask somebody. So do you want to interrupt the captain, or do you want to try to ask the guy who's clearly like the first
I want to
mate?
interrupt
Why
the
don't we
captain.
ask if we can bring them first before we
Oh, yeah.
sell them?
Do you not think it
Yeah.
would be suspicious that both independent groups randomly have horses they want to bring?
Everybody has
It's
a horse.
it's like
Horses aren't rare.
yeah, it's the olden
Everybody has a
times.
horse. Yeah, I go up to
Somebody
the captain.
ask for passage.
I want to go up to the captain. And I want to say, hey, first of all, thanks for taking us.
And she's in the middle of yelling at somebody up on the rigging right now, and she's like, "You bilge rat! What do you think you're doing? I said double time!"
Excuse me. We, first of all, thank you for passage. Sorry to interrupt. We have horses. Would it be possible for us to store our horses down below? Is there a bilge space or anywhere where we could put our horses?
Nobody asked about the horses.
Certainly nobody did, but it would really be helpful if we could bring our horses if there is space.
How
We
much
would
will you
appreciate-
pay?
I think we could probably afford 15 gold per horse.
25.
How about 20?
Make a diplomacy check, haggler.
Oh,
Yay.
Christ on a trike. 18.
18. Okay. Just sort of sizes you up for a second.
I stand up straighter.
All right. 20. I'm not feeding those horses, so I hope you're bringing something on board.
Yeah, we can feed him. Thank you. And I go
Make
to
it
the.
quick.
Yeah, we'll do. And I
she
go
just
to.
starts snapping up at the people up top
Oh,
again.
this bitch. Oh, my
Resumes her yelling.
Okay, so I gather together my little tribe of 4 and I tell them we can bring the horses and I run off and grab Noble Silver and lead him somewhere.
Noble silver.
You're only getting
Awkwardly
your
up-
horse?
Up the ramp.
Well, I'm only taking care of my horse right this second. I can't get all 3 of them.
Merrick will get his horse.
And I'll get mine.
Okay.
There we go. Good
My
teamwork.
glorious zebra.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Most of them seem pretty busy. However, make a perception check if you're bringing horses on.
Guess I'll go get Matilda?
Perception, yes. Perception's
Oh,
a
balls.
32. Oh, sorry. 35.
Damn my eye. 8.
Okay. Jill, you would notice that the female half orc, the little round half orc, she's kind of watching as you're bringing the horses on, and her eyes are kind of going between you and Beyonce and the horses. She just kind of seems to be kind of thoughtful about this, but then she lets you guys pass and gets on to her business.
I make a mental note.
She's going up to the wheel, so you assume she must be a sailing
Oh.
master.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
So are we taking them down below deck? Have they told us where to go?
Yeah, they're going to have to probably put them down in the bilge. Not the best place for a horse. They're gonna probably
Yeah.
get sick down here.
Yeah, you're going
Where
to
are
be
they gonna
very
go?
uncomfortable, and I'm very sorry. It's either that or I turn you into a bird.
They're just looking at you miserably, unsure what's
Aw.
happening and
I pat
why
my-
they have to be down here in the crap town.
How much does a horse cost? Would I know that?
Not a lot.
It's not that expensive. It's definitely affordable for you guys.
So,
But
I'm
mine is
actually gonna-
special.
where do we have the horses boarded right now?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, they had to be somewhere stabled.
Oh, here in town?
Yeah, sorry, I
We
worded
had
that
them
badly.
at the cottage.
Yes,
we
you
made.
guys had just brought them at the cottage because we stayed outside of town.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's
I-
like the other place that they're keeping them is foul and damp. There's thick cobwebs down here, and there's always a little bit of damp water stinky on the floor.
So I'm actually gonna just try to find someone on the docks to sell Matilda to.
Oh,
Aww.
because she'll have a better life with someone. Oh.
Go, be happy.
Less likely to just
Someone
randomly
very
get
interested in
the
a
docks.
horse.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Just go.
Can't you see I don't want you anymore?
All right. Are you gonna try to
Turn around.
size up people for someone, or just sell it to the first person that you can find?
Oh, to a good home.
I mean, I'm gonna look for someone who looks motivated to buy a horse. Like,
Okay. All right, then just make a diplomacy check, please.
Somebody who's tired of walking all over the place.
yeah, someone who looks tired.
In order to try to make the sale rapidly, usually if someone's like, "Hey, want to buy a horse?" like right now, quickly, I gotta go.
Like slip in at a stable with somebody who's trying to buy a horse for the stable and just
Buy a
undercut
discount
them.
horse.
Yeah.
17.
17? Okay, yeah, you can find somebody who will buy the horse at a discounted rate. Are you just taking like best offer, or are you going to ask for a specific price?
Do I know about how much a horse goes for?
You do, because you guys bought horses. I just have to look it up. Hold on.
We bought these horses, I think.
No, we got them. They were given to us by the
Oh, the silver ravens.
Silver Raven.
Ravens,
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Okay.
We bought Barty.
These horses, you can make an appraise check, I guess, to kind of know what they're worth.
Okay.
I think we
They're
bought.
priceless, damn it.
We got Barty in like
They
the
are.
first episode or something. It was very.
I
good.
know.
Yeah,
We did.
we've had Barty for
My
so
appraise
long.
check is a
Barty can
4.
never go anywhere.
You have no idea. So whatever your best guess is, that's what you
All
think
right.
they're worth.
I am going to attempt to sell Matilda for 10 gold.
Okay, someone will easily buy that horse with 10 gold. No problem.
She was
It's
worth
so
more,
cheap.
wasn't she?
In fact, it's
So cheap.
like a probably like older teenage girl who seems very excited about it. Like she was down here to buy some fruits and vegetables down at the docks, and
Oh, mom's gonna be
clearly-
mad. She came home with a
clearly a
horse
horse
instead of
girl.
dinner.
I sent you out to get milk and you came
Can I
home with
get
a
a
horse.
pony?
Now we gotta eat the horse.
You see-
Matilda's gonna get 8.
So I will hand
So
her the
she gonna
reins.
get 8.
Hand her the reins, take the 10 gold, and kind of slap Matilda
Does
on
she
the
have
rump.
a name?
Yes, her name is Matilda.
Matilda.
I do not know how attached she is to it, so I mean, you could ask her, but
I'll call you Maddie, she says. And
Oh.
she
that is an excellent name.
brushes her nose, and Matilda looks very confused by this whole circumstance.
Oh.
I kind of pat her on the neck, and
Oh, she's gonna be happy though. She's gonna be loved.
I try to convey to Matilda, go and be happy.
Go, be happy. You can make a handle animal check
Animal.
with your goodbye if you want.
This is brutal.
Try to show
Stop
some
I know.
kind of love to Matilda.
Oh, that is a 26.
Aw, you have an incredibly touching little farewell moment. Like nose to nose with the horse.
Oh.
We
And it
need
seems-
fan art of that,
it
guys.
clearly seems to calm her nerves quite a bit, and she whinnies a little bit and nudges against you, and then she'll go with the nice girl.
Oh God. Oh.
You'll be happy.
I'll
The
reboard-
90s kid in me is openly weeping right now.
Right.
I'll reboard the ship, and whoever I come across first of our group. So I guess of the cooking group, the people that I know. Do I come across Leith or Beyonce first?
You come across Lee first.
And I'll say, I think I just undervalued Matilda a little bit.
I think she'll be all right. It's probably
yeah,
better than, potentially drowning below decks like the other horses.
Oh yeah, I think this is much better. Yeah. I only sold her
I'm
for 10
kind of surprised
gold,
we
though,
brought
and
any of them along.
It seems it would have. Well, everyone else seemed very attached to their horses. Matilda was a bit homely. Not that is a reason
She was
to not keep a horse.
The horse
An
was
ugly
too
horse.
ugly.
She was.
Rude.
Don't you remember the description?
And therefore undervalued.
She was like sag-backed.
She was a swayback nag. Yeah.
Whatever. This kid is so happy you made her dream come true.
She's got a
horse.
freaking horse.
For
Gonna be
10
wild.
gold.
She had medieval horse stickers all over her. Her barrels back home.
Yeah.
Matilda already has like 17 ribbons in her mane before she even makes it back
Yes.
to the little girl's house.
At least.
Oh, she will be so loved.
Okay. All right. So if that is it, you make it back on pretty much just in the nick of time there, Callista, before they're leaving port here. So,
I'll take just to be dramatic, I'll take a running leap back onto the ship.
oh, do a cool acrobatics trick.
Oh.
If you fail, though, it will be
It's cocked.
It's not
We're not
copyright
licensed to play
infringing.
Pirates of the
It's a
Caribbean music.
20, not natural.
It's not,
All right.
it's not copyright if we sing it poorly.
It was under 10 seconds.
It's not accurate.
That's how we trick the algorithms. you see.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you actually do a cool run and jump, and you just like up onto the edge and do an awesome superhero landing on the side of the
Awesome.
ship.
Such a fan.
And
And
the
Leek, who
captain
literally just walked up the
notices
gangplank
that.
before you, just golf claps.
And they're reeling in the plank now, so it's all gone. And with that, the ship will pull away, and you guys
Anchors
are
away, my friends.
at sail. Yay!
Hey.
Huzzah!
Now, how many of you have not had much experience on boats before?
I imagine I probably rowed a boat on my way out.
Okay.
I mean,
Anybody?
I've been on
Anybody
This is
who
the
has
farthest Leith has ever been from home. So
no experience?
Oh, Samwise
boat.
Gamgee.
If I take one more step.
All right, Samwise, make fortitude saves, please, if you are unused to boats at all.
natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
My fort save is a 25.
Found your
Oh.
sea legs right quick.
For a total of 27, just to make sure I beat Carrie.
Okay.
23 for Callista.
All right.
Oh, Katya.
I rolled
She
just
needs
for
one
fun
too.
and got a natural 20 as well.
Katya got
Wow.
a 9.
You guys quite enjoy the sea. Katya is a little suspect of this moving ground that you are on, and you see her trying to get her legs, like she'll take a few steps and then kind of back
Doing
and
the
forth.
cat thing where she's just like low to the ground.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
trying different heights will surely solve the problem.
Beyonce's
Belly
like,
is touching the ground, it's better.
Beyonce's
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
is like up by the figurehead and he's like, I'm flying
Oh, my God.
up to
We're gonna get 'em all-
Zanzibar to meet the Zanzibar barbarians.
We're going to get them all out of the way early. How's Laren doing? Is he like up flying with seagulls and shit?
Yeah, Laren is just gonna fly in circle, presumably.
I want
He can
Laren
come
and
land
Barty to
on me.
interact so bad.
We'll make it so.
Yep.
Ironically, it is big strapping Merrick Luna Dream who is looking quite green around the gills. Not too far out on the
A
water.
chink in the
Yeah.
That makes
armor.
me so happy.
Can
He
I
is
tell?
Leaning on the edge of the boat. It's very obvious because he looks like he's a minute away from like yarping over the side with the boat, but his hands are white from where he is gripping the side, and he's got his shoulders sort of hunched, and he's just holding himself very still.
I want to go over to him and I want to like lean. I'm like leaning like backwards on the rail of the ship, and I just want to like lean down to him and I want to be like, should I hold your hair?
Fine.
And then I kind of like give him like an affectionate sort of rub on the shoulder. I'm
The
like,
moment you touch him, he just like
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
walk up to him and say, "Excuse me, sir. I could not help but notice you do not look so well." And I'm gonna pull out that medicine that the shopkeeper gave me when my stomach was upset. And I'm gonna say, "I do not know if this will help, but a shopkeeper gave it to me, and perhaps it will make you feel better." At any rate, I think it will prevent gas.
Oh my god.
And he cuts you just a glare of a look.
I am really trying.
But then he does a good sense motive check and he sees that you're not just making fun of him. And he reaches out to swipe it. And he says, "Thanks, stranger."
Hate to see anyone, miserable.
He's gonna pop the little cork out of that and just chug it.
I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but he won't have gas.
All tied up inside the body, don't you find?
So thoughtful, so thoughtful. All right, wonderful. So you guys have 7 days at sea until you are going to reach Baldur's Gate, which is where this ship is heading. So during that time, the crew seems to have life down to sort of a rhythm here of their own. But there are nights, like especially in the evenings, where some of them will sit around, play card games or pirate games, that sort of thing.
Yes.
And there's lazy stretches of the day where some of them are just kind of hanging out a little bit more here and there. The captain will walk about sometimes up on deck. Sometimes she'll stay in her cabin. At other times, you'll see her just up on main deck talking to the first mate. You'll quickly learn the names of the at least officers on this boat. So other than Lady Alvina Drace, who's the captain, that half-orc first mate's name is Gark, G-A-R-K.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the more conventionally attractive, I guess, half-orc, who you also met, is the bosun, and his name is Kularth with a K, K-U-L-A-R-T-H. Kularth, the bosun. And then the female sailing master, her name is Sanazi, so it's S-A-N-A-Z-I.
And she is the quartermaster?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the dwarf is apparently the quartermaster, and his name is Angus Thunderborn.
Angus Thunderborn.
Angus Thunderborn.
Yes.
I love him already.
Dwarven Quartermaster.
And one thing you'll pick up about him very quickly as he stumbles to and fro upon the ship is that Angus does love his drink and is
Yes!
often deep in his cups at
We'll
most
get along
times.
just fine. Me and Angus.
Me and Angus are best of friends. All right. So on each day, you will be expected, those of you who are part of the chef group, to prove your worth here by cooking up a fine meal. So on the first day, you'll be shown to where the galley is, and notice that there is a rather sullen-looking gnome who's kind of eyeing you up, who's in here and cleaning out some stuff in the galley. And it'll be Angus who shows you guys down here, and he'll be like, "Ren boy, clear out of the way. We got the better cook here." And Ren, this poor old little gnome, looks back at you all, a little spite in his expression as he skulks out of the room.
I'll just say, take a break.
Think of it as a vacation.
We didn't mean to steal your job.
We'll be gone soon.
Want to try to butter him up a little? We can make diplomacy checks on Ren as he leaves.
God, amazing, dude.
I will, and I will speak in Gnomish if it'll help.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Diplomacy is going to be a 27.
That's going to be a 7 for Beyonce, so he probably just comes along like super arrogant.
Yeah.
Callista got a 17, so she at least cancels out Beyonce's arrogance.
Beyonce leans way down like he's talking to a little kid.
Yeah,
It's okay, little guy.
Just
Think of it
just
like a
kind of like
vacation.
Pinches his
just
cheek.
take a vacation. Let the real chef in.
You look
Oh.
tired.
Doesn't understand how insensitive he is to talking to short people sometimes. It's just
Short
how
people.
he is.
Gives him a little rub on the head.
So he flinches away from your attempted McGee here. And he does look over at Leith, clearly curious about the only gnome in sight. You still look like a gnome, correct? Make sure
Yeah.
I don't mess any up.
I just
anyone else's
have-
appearance up.
Ginger hair and a lot of freckles.
If it's
instead
possible,
of-
he looks more like a gnome.
Okay. And he would answer you in Gnomish, and he would say, This galley's got some quirks to it, so if you got any questions, you better find old Ren.
I'm sure we'll be all right, but I really appreciate the offer to help.
Where are you from?
Places?
What kind of places?
Dry places. The name's Keith. Pleasure to meet you.
Make
Does
a
he have a
bluff
stutter?
check, awkward McBluffy. I'm
exciting.
from a place. I have a name. It's a good name too.
26.
It's a wondrous name.
All right, you start to recover a little bit, and he kind of seems to chalk it up to maybe you're a little shy or awkward just as a person, and buys that just fine. And he would say, the ship's pretty friendly to gnomes, so you should be okay.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, there's not a lot of them that are.
Oh. Interesting. I didn't
What
know
a-
that.
A lot of pirates around here don't think that we can hold tough with these big guys.
Well, we've got a thing to show them.
Yeah, then you cut their ankles.
That took a turn.
They're Achilles tendons and they fall down.
I prefer slightly less physical violence, but
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah.
that works too.
Is there, a card game or dice game or something going on later that I might be able to sit
Oh
in
yeah,
on?
this evening. You can come on in.
All right. I'll find you.
Dice game, dice game, dice game.
Dice game. Dice game.
Dice game.
So when he leaves, Keith will turn to Chef Bay and say, so this restaurant we plan on opening, do you have any ideas for names? Because I've been jotting down a couple that came to me, just in case you hadn't had any thoughts on that yet.
Tears in the Rain? I don't know.
Well, I was thinking we could go
Sounds
with
like a
something
band.
like tiramisu, or Lord and Saver, or my personal favorite, Leon Pans.
Workshop it, but that's a good start.
Pretty good.
Just, something along those lines.
Callista rolls her eyes.
Lay on pans. There are a couple of sad-looking chickens in cages here in the galley as
Aw.
well.
Well, listen,
Some,
gotta get protein.
it's true. There's some
We won't be
barrels
using
of
any of them.
apples, things like that. But I assume you're going to be getting your magic on when it comes to.
Oh, absolutely.
Every time.
They're
I
like
know. I cringe to think of what Beyonce would be able to create without his magic.
That's
Cereal.
totally fair.
Nothing but frosted flakes.
And lots of sugar.
So I'm assuming what we're gonna have to do is have Beyonce do his spell in the galley every night, and then we're gonna have to actually carry it out to the mess hall or something.
That seems
Yes.
to be the way of it.
Before the quartermaster leaves, he'll say, by the way, I will require that nobody except for my particular entourage bother me while I cook.
Why is that?
Because I don't want to reveal my secrets.
Make a.
Chef Bay is very secretive as to
There's
some of
much-
his recipes.
There's
Make a
much
bluff-
competition in the restaurant
Bluff
industry.
check, Fluffy, and they can roll to add.
Bluff? He doesn't
You're-
want to reveal his secrets.
Okay, that's true.
That is
but
27.
There's
To
no
aid.
lie there.
Some lies detected.
Diplomacy or bluff?
It's still a bluff check.
Callista got a
There's-
10.
There's still deception in the game here, Beyonce.
Damn it. Okay, 18.
18.
Leith got a 27 to aid.
Nice. All right. Well, like I said, he's pretty drunk, so he doesn't really seem to notice either way. And he seems pretty happy with that. And he's like, I understand. All right. Well, come down. I'm putting on a show later.
Yes, it will be absolutely divine.
Okay. I'm a bard.
Oh,
Interesting.
Wait, did he say he was putting on a show, or we are putting on a show?
He is.
He is. He's a bard.
He's a bard.
Awesome.
You know, dwarven bard, dwarven master, Angus.
I like to imagine he like had the like big dreams of like making it big somewhere and it didn't work out. And so
Just
now,
ended up on a pirate ship. Everybody always ends up just on a cruise ship.
Yep.
True.
dang it.
All right, so you can get to work on your cooking, but really it only takes you 10 minutes, right, to do the spell?
Yep.
So,
I'd probably wait like a little while to kind of put on the illusion that it's like taking me longer.
I can
bang
just
some
see
pots and
Beyonce like
pans.
I was just gonna say banging some pots and pans together, be like, oh, it's hard cooking.
How many chickens are imprisoned in this galley?
There are a total of 6 chickens.
Okay. Is there a porthole?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Chickens can't swim.
So Leith is going to take the chickens one by one, climb up on a crate to the porthole window, and cast Baleful Polymorph and turn them into seagulls and just let them go. But he can only do 4.
All right. Be free. Be free. All right, they're chickens, so I imagine
That's why I
they're
thought
all
you were going to turn
fail
them into
their
fish.
fate.
And now they're just rats with
Yeah.
wings.
Forget
I really
Children of
hope we
Destiny,
don't have
we're
to fight anything tonight, because I just blew all of my 5th level spells changing chickens into seagulls.
Yeah.
the ASPCA now.
All right, they're gonna flap away happily into their new lives, free
You know,
from their
because
cages.
the pirates would probably think that, you know, it was weird that we were serving chicken, but there were still all of the chickens here. So I'm just getting rid of the evidence.
It's true, but well, they maybe did not all have to go right now, but
There's
you know
2
what?
left.
Oh, that's true. You know what we should do is decide on a plan. We are going to have to be in here for a period of time every day to make it, you know, make it look good like we are cooking. We should decide what hours we should be in here. Also, Beyonce, are you doing this spell 3 times a day?
I only need to do it once a day.
I know,
It
but how
saves
do you-
them for 24 hours.
But how do you explain to them why there is no lunch or dinner?
Intermittent
They're
fasting.
not going to be hungry.
They have to go into ketosis.
It's
very
a
important.
yeah. It's a that
We're going to
involuntary
be so
fast.
shredded by the time we get to our port.
Yes.
Yep.
Are you gonna sell the fact that that's the best way for them to
Yep. Just,
get ripped?
Nobody
Yep.
eats 3 meals a day anymore. Who
Yeah.
do you think I am?
no.
Just do one big one.
Well, luckily
Um,
that night there's only one left before it'll be night because it's already further in the day. So that night you only have to do one. And
I
Right,
don't-
so if we make dinner, then perhaps when they wake up in the morning and they are not hungry, then we can explain to them that Chef Bay's food is just so good that they only have to eat dinner.
so filling.
Yes.
Yes.
The secret ingredient keeps them sated for 24 hours.
And we will never tell you what it is because then we
Of
will
course
kill
not.
you.
That's why no one can come down here.
Right.
All right.
So
So
we'll ask where we carried it onto the ship.
go
Where did you
ahead
get
and
steak?
summon up your food. What kind of food are you preparing here?
Oh, it's gonna be like a pig roast and chicken. Like it's
We got rid of the chicken.
That's why I said there were no pigs.
tiramisu, of course.
So like I brought my own pig.
It was in
There's
the
no
bag.
questions.
Yep.
There's no questions. Blueberries.
You create a succulent looking feast, and there are some crappy wooden trays here that stuff can be put on and brought out to where everybody is gathering for their meal at this point in time. And you would hear like loud, raucous pirate noises as most people have brought their own alcohol and are already starting to drink and
Yes.
calling for food.
So I'm assuming Chef Bay does not serve. So probably Keith
Oh,
and
of course
I
he
are
does not
the
serve.
ones carrying out the trays.
He wouldn't
Right,
stoop
Gordon
so
Ramsay
low.
will stay back here while you guys will bring out food.
It's burnt!
And Captain Drace is just beginning to sit at the head of the table and
Ding, ding, ding,
sits
ding, ding,
down. Well, where is it? And you guys are bringing out the trays, and of course, Captain has to get served first. So
Oh,
you can
yes.
bring it down to that end.
So I'll bring like a steaming plate of pork, pineapple on the side, all the fixings, and like carrying a tray in each hand and then mage handing a third tray in front of me, and that one will just float over and set down in front of her on the table.
It's
Style
impossible
points.
to miss between the amazing display you are putting on and just the delicious aroma of this magical feast that has been created, that the crew is salivating as this comes out. It also doesn't help that a lot of them have tusks, so the saliva comes pretty
Literally.
easily.
After he sets down the tray in front of the captain, he's just gonna sweep up like the first mate's napkin with the mage hand and just like pat at the corner of his mouth before setting a plate in front of him.
He grabs it and stuff it in his shirt awkwardly. And then he's just gonna rip a hunk off with his hands and set in.
So I'm assuming for the most part we're bringing out like it's just family style. We're bringing out like the big trays of food and people get what they want.
They just grab what they want. All right. So they set in, and immediately you can hear the sounds of delight, just groans and eye rolls of this is the best food that they've had in a super long time.
Do those of us
Beyonce's-
who are working security, are we at the table?
Are we allowed to eat?
Yeah.
You guys are also allowed down here. Yep. And so just
Amazing.
the
Yeah.
crew.
I'm just like digging in, it's just like, oh
Is there
yes, whole pig, my favorite.
Whole pig.
I wanna look for Ren. How is
Okay.
he looking?
Red, make a perception check. He's very small.
That would be a 30.
Okay. Ren is kind of squeezed between two very large figures at the table, so you have to like peek around and you just barely see him there. But he's just sort of staring down at his plate, which is very like beautiful arrangement. He took all this pretty food and like arranged it very nicely on the plate, and just looking down at it kind of thoughtfully with this bittersweet expression.
Oh,
Oh.
he's witnessing greatness, but he's not great.
Plucks a grape and just
Where the fuck did they get strawberries?
I have a question.
There's-
Is Merrick up on deck still? Is he sick or is he down for eating?
Merrick's come down,
Okay, good.
but he's not really eating anything.
I hand him a piece of plain frickin' bread.
He takes it.
No.
I see this. Do I see this happening?
Yep.
Are we sitting together? Probably.
Yeah, you guys are a group, so
I pull out my pipe and I fill it with some special herbs, and I pass it to Mary. I say, hey, try this out. Good for the old sour stomach.
I'll help.
Oh yeah.
I'll try anything. And he'll just reach for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you'll be able to taste all the
Corruption.
colors in the pig.
Having myself been a person who got violently seasick, I also understand the mentality of I'll try anything.
I'll try
Make
anything.
it stop.
Yeah.
I want to die. So yeah, he just set to smoking this over here in the corner.
Katya is trying to sit at the table with everyone.
Oh. Boom, boom.
Well, nobody at this table is about to fight the panther who wants to get in between them. So yeah, they will let you sit at the table, Katya, and nobody seems to blink twice about a big animal being in here.
Oh, also, Beyonce definitely creates like some awesome wet food for her.
Yes.
It's like cat canned food.
Yeah.
She eats meat.
Oh, okay, she could just have the
pig.
pork. I am going to also feed the horses.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
All right, you go down to feed the horses, and then you two, Chef Bay, can sit down to eat. Are you joining the people at the table to eat, or eating in the kitchen?
I'm gonna eat in the kitchen to get the air of mysticism on all this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the kitchen and eat with him.
And at the
Same.
table, people begin trying to like get Leith and Callista's elbow basically to ask questions about where'd this come from? This is the best meal I've ever had in my life. How did you do this?
Told you it was going to be amazing. Chef Bay has his secrets.
Unfortunately, we're sworn to secrecy, and should we betray our chef and leader, well, it wouldn't
lose
go
our
well
jobs.
for us.
And possibly more than our jobs.
We're keeping him, right, Captain? We're keeping him? Yeah! Everybody starts yelling, we're keeping him!
We're keeping him.
And the captain says, they're here for a week. And then she just takes a big bite. She also
Beyonce
looks
hears
quite
that.
pleased.
Can Beyonce hear that from below decks?
Perception check. I assume you're listening.
Natural 20.
Oh yes, you are.
He
You guys
is-
are pressed right up against.
Oh yeah, he is
Ear to the
drinking this
door.
up. And I'm guessing that he also heard that the leader of our group, he's just like, yeah, that's right. But Beyonce's, and then from the, can we keep him? I'm like, he's like, you can't afford me.
Sassy bitch.
After the meal, a bunch of the crew are going down to watch Angus's concert that he's putting on. So he's going to be playing his instrument down below. Ask you all to follow down if you guys want to come for some games and stuff.
I do.
Yep.
I will go.
Is
Beyonce's
there-
going to take some of the water and he is going to cast Tears to Wine to turn it into wine.
Wow.
Do you have to have tears for this spell?
No, it's just water. I don't know why it's called Tears to Wine, but it's
Just to be really dramatic, I
yeah,
guess.
but that's what it's called.
Okay. All right. I respect that. That's
Poor Ren. That guy is never going to be able to earn the respect of the crew ever after this.
No, you guys have
No.
ruined his life. Good job.
Yeah.
Yep. Every meal from here on out, they're gonna be like, "You remember that one time? Oh God."
Why
And
don't
we
you just
ate
be
like
like
that guy?
gods.
Yeah,
Just
this
flowers for
definitely is
Algernon
nothing
to
like
their
that one
taste
time.
buds.
Mm-mm.
Now we're stuck with
Wait
all
until
the
they find
red.
out that the breakfast and lunch menu doesn't exist.
Yeah, they might like you slightly less then. I want to
We'll
see,
find
is
out.
there anybody passing around?
They're not
like,
going to be hungry.
Is there anyone passing around what?
Moonshine.
Oh yeah, yeah. That flows
I want to
pretty-
see if I can
pretty up.
buy some moonshine off of somebody.
There it goes. All right, pirate party.
Yay. I love the pirate party.
Playing some jaunty music down here. And yeah, they're not very stingy with the alcohol, so they will gladly share. They've
Oh.
got plenty on board. Don't worry, that's the one thing they'll never be short on.
Amazing. I'm getting
And
drunk.
it's strong stuff, so make a fortitude save, Jill.
Oh, yeah.
Beyonce's going to be like sitting in the back of the room, like swishing his wine,
I got a 12.
super pretentiously.
The 10? Oh yeah.
12.
Oh,
12.
12. You're still getting drunk. That's a lot stronger than you expected it to be. So you feel it hit you pretty fast, honestly. And Merrick's just down here in the corner, he's smoking. He's just disengaged from everything, watching from the corner like Strider.
Amazing.
Callista's very interested in this moonshine too. I'm actually, so I'm going by Callie since we all went with similar.
Callie!
I didn't know what
Yes.
single letter to replace, so we're doing Callie.
Callie, that's
I'm
good.
going to try to get myself some moonshine too. Try to.
Okay.
I'll just try to get it off Jill or off whoever she got it from.
Yeah, that's fine. If it
I
passes
kinda
your
like-
way,
when Callie comes up to me, I'm like, "Oh, stranger," and I very obviously wink and I give her some of the moonshine.
well,
Hello, do
Angus
I
got
know
a
you?
nat 20 on his performance, so like he's rocking the house down here, playing away, and everybody just loves it and singing sea shanties loudly. And in the middle of this, a couple of them decide that they want to play a game of arm wrestling. So if anybody wants to join on in, they got the old barrels set up. It's just elbows on the barrels, everybody gathering around in a circle.
My fortitude save was a 15 for the moonshine.
You feel a little bit, yeah.
I'm not arm wrestling any half works.
Are there any gnomes arm wrestling?
Actually, Ren does try to arm wrestle. He goes up there, and everybody's laughing and jeering as he goes. And he's
You suck!
he's first paired up against Tanazi. So she sits down, all bulky at the thing, and he's just a little guy, puts his elbow up there, and it's not even a contest. Like, she just slams him.
I pat Merrick on the chest and I say, you should go arm wrestling.
Oh yeah, him. He's the one.
I pat him on the chest and then yeah.
What about I can't remember what your fake name is, so you just
Jameis?
Jameis? What about Jameis?
Jameis could. I'm just saying, Jameis isn't very physically impressive, just visually. You say that in front of Jameis?
Hey now!
He is.
Sorry.
Jameis is a specimen. You hold your
Okay,
tongue.
no. I look right
Hey,
at
we do
Jameis
not
and I
know him.
say, he's not very impressive physically. Wink. And I wink at him and I'm like, he's just an old man. He'll never win. And I like start to like be a little bit loud.
Aha! Make a bluff check as you're attempting to show this to this whole crowd.
I don't know. I think my arm wrestling days might be in the past.
My bluff check's an 18.
Okay, do you want to add on to that, Jameis? Are you trying to also...
Yeah, I'll
Hustle
try.
it up here.
Yeah, we'll try and do a
Buff
little
up the
hustling.
Is there anyone that appears to be taking bets?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yes,
going
they are.
Keith will sidle up to that person and say, "What are the odds on the old man?"
Guys,
And they just laugh, and they're like, everybody knows Garp's gonna take it away. And you see he's up against Coolard right now, and it's pretty tight, but in the end, like, everybody's like, go, go, go! And Garp is just, and they're both just straining, bulging, giant half-orc muscles, and takes him out.
so for my bluff check, I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Which I kind of imagine as like going to do one of those like arms up and the thing goes like.
But because Jill rolled very well, she can like step in front of you very quickly.
I push it up from behind, so it's like a little extra. But no, I'm trying to get
put
everybody.
some money down, kid, and this say over to you, Keith.
Yeah, I want to bet on Seamus. So whatever the odds on Seamus winning are, which should be high if the bluff went well.
I was
Yes.
just gonna say I want Seamus
I'll
to
put
look
20 gold down if somebody will bet that rich.
All right. They'll bet. They'll bet for that. They don't believe that old man's gonna beat Garp.
I want to go bet 10.
I don't know if I believe he's.
I bet 10 on Seamus.
Anybody else put money down on Seamus or on Garp?
No.
Callista just leans against the wall and watches.
All right.
I mean, Callie.
Did we ever get an answer? What are the odds against Seamus? Is it
I
like
don't
2 to
know
1?
what
3
the
to 1?
odds are. I don't do betting,
Like
Carrie.
10 to 1.
Sorry.
Don't show off how little I understand
I
about
apologize.
gambling.
I thought you knew. Say it's 3 to 1. If I put down 10, I get 30. That's how it works.
Sure, that sounds fine.
Sweet.
Okay, I put 20 down.
Okay. All right. Are you getting in the ring then, Seamus?
Yes, and I would like as much as possible to grab this hand with a dexterous grip. If
All right. The first
A
person you have to
dexterous
go up
grip.
against is Sanazi, so you got to go up against her first. The
Okay.
half-orc lady.
Oh, the mini boss.
Get her. Yeah, the mini boss.
It's true.
This isn't even my
She
final
kind
form.
of takes her arm a couple times here and then sets it down, and everybody's like cheering around you, and they're like, don't break the old man. She laughs.
and at hearing old man, I like turn and I like, oh, old man, is it? And I kind of like take my jacket off and then rip open my shirt.
Sleeveless button down underneath.
No, it's all coming off, like shirts
You
off.
hear the gasp go through the crowd, and you see her look like taken aback by this, and she goes, "All right, it's a match," and she'll
All
clasp
right.
her hand in the earth.
This old man is frighteningly yoked.
All right, sir,
It's the intermittent fasting.
you're gonna
Yes.
make an opposed strength check, please.
We've all been intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day.
Strength check. Okay, here we go.
Get it, Seamus.
A 16.
In a hilarious turn of events, she's like almost looking more at the crowd than at you. Like she still thinks this is funny, even though she's seen your muscles. Like it can't be anything. And like there's like barely any resistance when you suddenly just go BAM!
There's a gasp rise in the
You
crowd.
got a 5 total.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, and the crowd just goes crazy, like with disbelief and shock.
I imagine for a half a
Hudson.
second the music stops.
Yes.
Yes.
You may be wondering how I got here.
And then immediately everyone's just calling to see the old man up against Gark. And so he sits down next to see who's gonna win.
Lead.
Cracks his neck a few times.
And I kind of like make some suggestive glares over at Leith, trying to give him the old wink, maybe as we're looking at this half orc
Make a
who's
sense motive.
far larger than
Bet on
Seamus.
Garth, whatever his name was, Gark.
Nah, I'm kind of hoping that'll help me cheat.
Motive is gonna be 3.
You don't know what he's doing.
I meant going in alone.
Pulling weird faces at the crowd.
Seamus is making faces, and Leith just goes and winks back at him, and then doesn't do anything.
And this guy's bicep is like as big as Lee's head, basically.
Oh my
or at
God.
least as big as Jeremy's head was.
Oh, poor Jeremy.
Rest in peace, Jeremy.
Good riddance.
All right,
All right, let's do
Ready?
this.
let's
Do
do
it.
this.
I'm ready.
Roll it.
All right, come on. Come on. 12.
He gets a 20.
Ah!
So in a crushing display, like you feel like almost a little cracking happening in your hand.
No.
He's yanking it down, and then BAM! Against the thing, and it will actually do a little bit of strength damage too.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's going to be.
Brutal.
Oof. Oh, it's sorry, not strength damage, just regular damage. It's 8 non-lethal damage. as he
8?
slams you into the barrel,
Ah!
and the barrel does crack like
Damn.
the wood does.
Oh,
And everyone lets out a yeah! Dark! Dark, dark.
And like,
damn it, Gark.
Seamus is gonna do his best performance check to try and hide how much he just got hurt.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll anything on that, or
Bluff check.
Performance check.
either or? That would be a 11.
You're not sure that people are buying this. They're like,
Ooh.
that had to hurt, and they're like slinging an arm around you.
He's just kind of like
Come
working
on,
it
have a
around.
drink, and they're like
Alright.
trying to shove this moonshine in your face.
I go up to Garth and is it Garth?
Gark.
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 Party on, Gark. I go up, and I'm like, "Hey, you're lucky. If this was 30 years ago, I would have licked you." That's perfect old man defense.
Keep telling yourself that.
I will. It's the
And
truth.
Merrick in the corner is just like chuckling.
Yep.
He does not look inclined to go up there and challenge the big old half.
I tap Merrick on the chest, and I kind of like nod at the stairs, and I'm like, I've had enough moonshine. I just kind of want to get some air up on the deck.
Okay, he'll go up on deck with you. And then you can go see Laren, who wanted to hang out on the rigging and not down in the nasty under
No,
deck
why
area.
would he?
Is
Yeah.
Seamus
Boy.
leaving the little arena, the little arm wrestling arena area?
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna go track down Barty. I want to start working with him on something, and I think Seamus's pride is a little wounded, and he doesn't want to be the center of attention.
He doesn't want to cry. In
I'm
front
gonna
of
try to follow him.
Okay.
You can follow after.
Okay.
Most people are so drunk or like rowdy that they're not really paying too much attention to what you do. And you notice the captain was not down there. You presume that she's up in her quarters.
I'm gonna say, that looked like it hurt. Did it break your hand?
And I hold my hand out. How does it look? Does it look
It's a little mangled, but it'll heal.
I kind of pick it up and look at it, and then I set it back down. Or like I set it back down, but as I picked it up, I cast Cure Light Wounds.
Nice.
And I kind of like grip my fist. How much does that do for me?
That'll heal all of it 'cause it's non-lethal damage, so
Oh, okay.
you will feel instantly much better.
Yeah, it would have been 12 points of healing. So
Yeah, that would have done it anyway.
You're all good.
Ah, fresh as dew, good as dew.
Fresh is new indeed.
Yep, that's how the saying goes. I'm pretty sure.
That's exactly
That's
it.
okay. Yeah.
All right. Anybody doing anything else that night before you guys go to crash?
I guess I'm
There-
continuing to train Laren. I've been trying to teach him for a long time now the trick get help.
Yeah.
Oh. I think it's a DC 15 handle animal. Can I
Yep.
make that roll?
Make your roll.
All right, here we go. Come on.
Get help, Laren. He's like,
I
we're
did-
in the middle of the water.
I didn't get it this time.
Like, you can
Nope,
fly. He's very confused.
I didn't get it.
That's about how it goes.
Yep. Sharks. Okay.
I would
oh, go ahead.
I would also like to be working with Barty. I've got Barty on my shoulder, and I'm trying to teach Barty how to talk. And I want to see if I can get Barty to learn the phrase "Barty wanna Werthers."
Yes.
All right, make a handle animal check.
Oh, that poor horse parrot.
I don't know. Suddenly being able to fly is a pretty good deal.
I got a 1, so
You end up getting bit on the nose by a parrot.
Ah!
in the process
Oh,
of
buddy.
it. Yeah,
dang it, Barty!
irritated by what you're trying to do here. Yep.
You gotta work on your spatial awareness. Your body's all small now. You can't just be biting me. Ugh.
All right. So the partying will eventually wind down. You guys can crash in your very uncomfortable hammocks that night. Not
I'm
get great sleep.
continuing to put away the moonshine and kind of just looking, trying not to be really obvious about it, but I'm just looking wistfully at Katya because I can't like go be with her because we're not supposed to know each other.
Aw.
Oh God!
It's so tragic. We're having so much animal tragedy this time,
There's a montage.
The
of
sad
them
animal
at the moon.
episode, I guess.
right?
All right.
This is supposed to be a place of fun.
So in the morning, I believe you guys said you were going to break the news about how there's only one meal because everybody's going to be excited about breakfast after that display.
It's, well,
Question:
nobody should be hungry.
Is there anything in the galley like to make, I don't know, plain old
Oatmeal.
Coffee.
Yeah, oatmeal or something?
English
Yeah.
muffins.
I mean,
Continental
there's
breakfast.
stuff for just kind of a gruely oatmeal.
Callista is going to try to make some gruel for breakfast.
Yeah. All right.
Keith will help.
Do it.
Craft cooking or survival check.
Yeah. Just
I don't have craft cooking.
just
You
make
do
sure
have
you
survival.
I do.
just drop the bar down real low right at the beginning of the day, so that they're
Yeah.
more
Is it-
excited for dinner.
Natural 20 plus 17 makes 37.
God, it's the best
Damn.
roll anybody's ever had.
Best fucking
Oh my
roll.
god.
Got like some cinnamon in it.
It's actually muesli. It's
Leith got a 2 to help.
Leaf over here making horrible suggestions.
Now
I'm
I'm
not
putting
putting a pepper
turmeric
in
in
that.
it.
What if we put some chicken bones in it?
No chicken,
No.
no chicken bones.
No.
Keith.
Keith.
I just
Okay.
keep
It's like-
like batting Keith's hand away as he tries
So
to
you
drop things.
do
in.
have actually
It's like
a
reaching
nice
up.
big pot of this stuff ready to go. And again, the crew eats it up. They love it. Super complimentary. So are you going to tell them, or are we just going to try to carry on as such for now?
I think we should just try and carry on as such.
I'm gonna try to feel them out and see, like, I'm gonna watch how much they're eating and see who's actually hungry for breakfast.
Okay. Make a sense bonus.
It's a 20, not natural.
Most of the crew absolutely gorged themselves last night, so they're still pretty full. They can't actually put away that much. So you would notice, even by looking at how much is gone in the pot, that despite really liking it, like they're not very hungry.
Also, the bountiful banquet does sate them, like they're full for 24 hours.
Yeah.
They're
can
not
still
hungry, they're
eat
just
it
eating.
for the taste.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
eating it because it's flavorful.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yes.
maybe they're
Yeah.
bored.
Trust me, you can still eat things for flavor when you're full. That's what
Oh,
your
absolutely.
stomach's
Of
for.
course. Of course. I don't
Alright.
do that all the time.
Okay, so I mean, they seem pretty satisfied. I don't think anyone's going to complain if they're waiting till dinner at least. All right, so the day will pass. Is there anything that you guys want to be doing during the daytime shift before we cut back to evening this day?
I mean, Beyonce would definitely, like, totally pretentiously, like, put his arm up on his, like, leg up like a pirate and, like, look out into the horizon, wind blowing in his hair.
All right, can you make for me a perception check, Beyonce, while you're being all dramatic and stuff?
He's an iceberg.
16.
16. Okay, can you also make for me a will save?
A will save.
Mhm.
All right.
Sirens.
Natural 1.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, where is everybody else while Beyonce's being dramatic up here on
Oh
the...
shit.
Leith was going to try and talk his way into the crow's nest. But,
Oh god.
so he's probably on deck somewhere.
trying to do that?
I was
I'm
on
not-
deck playing with Laren.
I'm on deck I'd be near Beyonce, but just like kind of sitting on a barrel, trying to stay out of the way, just thinking.
Okay.
And I'm on deck with Barty on my shoulder, still trying to learn some talking.
Okay. Jill, where did you say you were?
I'm on deck. I'm trying to teach Laren the trick that I couldn't learn last
All
night.
right, Merrick will be up here with you. And then Leith, where did you say you were?
Somewhere on deck. Eventually going to try and talk someone in the crew to letting me up into the crow's nest.
All right.
I don't know if I like
Sophia-
this area.
He's halfway up
effect
the
sort of
rigging,
thing.
knocking on the
It's-
bottom of the crow's nest.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Is Katya up here
Pardon?
too?
Pardon?
Yeah, Katya's probably up here too. She's probably curled up by Merrick and Jill.
So I need all of you to make perception checks, please, except for Beyonce.
Oh no.
Ooh, that was actually
I got a 38.
27.
32.
33 for Callista.
And for
And
Katya.
4 for Katya. No, sorry, 10 for Katya. She's taking a nap.
All right, Katya is taking a sleepy nap. Okay. We'll start with Beyonce.
Oh no.
You hear us sirens.
Beyonce, as you're looking off over the water, you would see that you guys are passing pretty close to the shoreline right now, off on port side. And you see something that kind of throws you for a moment. It is, in fact, a certain person that you have not seen in some time. Someone you care quite a bit about and would never expect to be here. And yet, there they are. And they are standing on the edge of the water, starting to walk in, and there's water lapping up against their legs or little knees, and they lift a hand out towards you, and they look rather distressed.
Beyonce, his like features, like he would immediately like start like tearing up, and he would.
What's more, what's more,
Uh-oh.
it's like you can smell them. Like their scent is almost overpowering. It's enrapturing, and you can't look away. But you can act otherwise.
Beyonce, hold on, I'm gonna. Okay. He is going to immediately cast Angelic Aspect, sprout his wings, and fly to her.
Super undercover Beyonce.
Oh no.
So all of you made your perception check. None of you missed that abruptly beyond.
Jill
huge
says,
angelic wings just
Katya even
sprout
wakes
off
up.
from his back, and the entire crew of this ship also notice as well and turn that way. You see even the captain, who is up here on the far side, she looks that way as he flies up, and for a moment the sunlight shines off his wings.
Oh yeah, it glows with this golden energy and just apparates into these the archangel wings, and his eyes glow purple, and he just soars over and goes to save her.
All right. And
Is it-
beyond, what are the rest of you doing?
Is it
and Jill
possible
says,
before
oh
he
shit.
is it possible before he gets too far for Leith to cast a spell?
You can react upon seeing him because you watched him right away, and he's being kind of dramatic as well as he flies up
Leith would cast Hold Person
on him.
on him, hoping to paralyze him and have him fall back to the ship before he got too far away.
Okay.
Do we see what Beyonce sees?
Well, you'd have to go over to the edge and look that way. So you can
Yeah.
if you want to.
I'm
You
running
saw
over
him
to the
looking
edge.
that
Same.
Yeah,
way.
me too.
Okay.
That's gonna
if you guys
be-
run that way, what's the DC for the will save on Hold Person?
That is going to be a 19. Nope, I'm sorry, 18.
Go ahead and roll your will save there.
That is a 31.
Oh!
Suck it,
Leon
Lee.
shakes it off like it's nothing, like your magic cannot even touch him right now. The other two, as you rush that way, I will also need to make will saves.
I think all three of us were going. We'll
Okay,
see.
if all three of you are going, all three of you make will saves.
Ugh.
25.
21.
8.
Okay. So, Seamus, as you look off the way, you do in a way see what Beyond sees, except
Oh.
it is not that person. It
Oh
is
shit! I knew it.
Karn.
I knew it. Son of a bitch!
Otherwise,
What
the
the
same
hell?
scene. They are partway out in the water and they're reaching for you, and they look very distressed, but it is certainly Karn, your own.
The hell are you doing here, Karn?
But the others, the other two, do not see that. Instead, what you see sort of lumped in the water there is a mass of green seaweed that has moved and shifted into the shape of a bagged humanoid. And
Oh.
it's very, very big. It seems to be rising up almost 10 feet high.
Is it clear that's what Beyonce's headed for?
Yes. And here I'll put a picture up so we can show everybody this
Oh
thing.
God, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Ross, you gotta get your stream up there.
It is not
Did
a
it drop?
beautiful
Yeah, hold up.
siren. Not at all.
Would Leith see Seamus reacting similarly?
Yeah, you
to
see him
Beyonce?
yelling off the side of the boat.
Well, I'm assuming those of us, Jill and I were next to him, so I'm assuming we heard him say,
Oh, yes.
Karn, what are you doing here?
Yes, you did. And you see Beyonce flying straight down that way.
I'm asking, would Leith have the opportunity to cast another spell?
Yes, you do right now.
Okay. He will try and hold person on Seamus.
Okay. Seamus, make your will save.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at the.
DC 20.
Okay, we're gonna be
Yikes.
going into initiative in a moment here.
I got an 8.
Okay, you no more than get those words out of your mouth, Seamus, then you're suddenly paralyzed for the moment. So you will be in a hold person in a minute here, and we are indeed going to roll an initiative.
Side note.
No.
Side note. Is this thing called a sargasm?
Can it be called that now forever?
Guessing it's like Sargasso Sea, like sargassum. But I kind
A
of like
sarcastic
sargasm better.
orgasm.
If anybody who can actually see it has knowledge nature, you can roll that on it.
Oh yes.
Nope.
And the crew right now is pretty much too busy staring at the freaking angel that is now flying away, who was their magical cook.
To react too much, but
That's why he was
22
so good.
knowledge nature for.
no wonder he was so good. His cooking was divine.
Divine.
Divine. I said it was gonna be divine.
All right, you guys can fill in your initiatives on the turn order there in roll 20, please.
22 knowledge nature for Callista, by the way, to know what this
Oh,
is.
yes, you recognize what this is, Callista. I'm going to send you a message. Can I send it on Discord?
Yes.
Okay. And then you can ask me 2 questions about its stat block and your knowledge as well.
Okay.
All right, let me pull you up here.
I don't see Leith on the turn order list.
Hold on, I'll get you. There you go. He was too little. That's how I missed him.
It's
just-
bitty.
He's just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy.
There you go.
Just a little guy.
So if there's any of that information you want to briefly share, Callista, you can do that. I love the face that you're making. That's a great face. That's always the face your crewmates want to see.
Yeah. So I will tell everyone, well, the
Those
ones
who are
next to me.
listening, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I'll say it is a fiend. It is making itself it's making itself look like something that people want. Like, well, Seamus saw Khan, so I can only imagine what. I mean, Jameis saw Khan, so I can only imagine what it is that Chef Bay sees. It is probably, I don't know, another chef or something. But it is going to crush him. It is going to kill him. We have to kill it.
Chef Bay, I need your initiative. What'd you get?
Another chef.
12.
12. What do you add yours? What do you
0.
add your? Okay. So Merrick's before you. Okay, we have an initiative order. Bump, 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 bump. So Callista, after imparting that information, you are first up in the turn docket here as well.
Right. I am going to pull the oath bow off my back and whisper to it.
You're gonna say sarcasm now.
Say it. Say it.
Say it. Sarcasm.
And I get to ask 2 questions?
You get 2 questions about the stat block, about its abilities or its defensive capabilities or any of
Is
that.
Is it what's the word I'm looking for? Resistant to anything?
Yes, it is resistant to cold, and it is also resistant to weapons that aren't slashing because it is a plant.
Oh.
It's also immune to any mind affecting stuff because it's a plant, or paralysis, poison, polymorph, sleep, or stun.
So like all of the things that I do.
You know, Lee's
Cool. Yep,
entire.
yep.
I know those things. Yeah, okay, so I will.
I noticed fire wasn't on that list, anybody.
It was not. It is a plant.
Strangely.
If Pokemon has taught me anything, it's that we want to fire, fire, fire.
Yeah, I'm going to tell, I guess I'm just gonna say something like, any I don't know how many words I have to be able to tell Lethal things that he can't do.
Say a sentence. Let's keep it in a sentence.
It is going to be very resistant to things, but fire will be good.
There you go.
It's a plant.
Good.
It's a plant. Yeah.
It's super effective.
I'm going to. Can I try to light an arrow on fire? Just a regular arrow?
What's your plan to light the arrow on fire?
Is there any pitch or anything on the deck to fix the ship with, or?
Let's find out. I assume you're looking for something that's just near at hand.
Yeah.
Not too far away. Yes, apparently it's right next to you.
Cool. I will dip my arrow in it.
Big
We
old
get
cloud.
real lucky.
And I will, fire at it using the sworn oath bow. I'm assuming we're more than 30 feet away from it.
Yes. No, you guys are. You can see on the map there.
Oh, I forgot about the map.
You are currently within 55 feet of it.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Ross, can you update the combat view?
Oh, and you guys actually moved over to the edge. So let me put everyone where they go. And Seamus
Oh,
is
I
on the
am
edge and
30 feet from it then. Okay.
paralyzed. Yep. And then
Is-
Jill was also over here.
Yep.
What type is it considered? Is it an aberration?
It's a plant.
Oh, it's just a plant. Okay. Okay.
Plant.
It's an aquatic plant.
All right then.
It's a mean plant, but it's a plant nevertheless.
All right. Well, that's a 37 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's actually a 42 to hit.
Holy cow!
Okay. And it's extra damage because it's sworn. Oh, nice. Okay, so 13, 20 damage.
Okay, and then you can roll an extra d4 for me, please.
Three.
Okay. So that's for the fire as well.
Okay.
So your shot goes like insanely perfectly through the air, like spiking right into the dead center of where this huge mound of plant is. Evident by the way the part that the arrow hits almost like collapses in on itself there, and it needs to sort of reform itself as it goes right through it. Seems effective. You see a little
Chef Bay! Kill
smoke
it!
rise up. And with your yelling "kill it," Jill, you can jump into action here.
Okay. I am gonna go ahead and study it. I'm gonna go, let's see, I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20 to get here, and I believe that puts me within 30 feet. Yes, it does. And then what I want to do is it flat-footed? Is it footed at all?
It has no foot, but yes, it can be.
It's flat-footed? Okay, great. Super.
It's flat-assed.
Yeah, okay, here we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attack him. Here we go.
Get him.
That is a 23 to hit. I'm gonna shoot him with my bow. Sorry.
That'll hit because it is flat-assed.
Okay, lovely.
Get it.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So I get an extra 3d6 of damage, so that's 5. Ooh, 11, 15. Oh my god. 24 points of damage.
Nice. That's super effective. So again, even though like that kind of goes through it and tears through it, it's a really well placed shot. Again, bores its way through this tangled mass, stealing some of its life away as it does so.
Nice. Nice.
All right.
That's all I can do.
The only one of the crew who doesn't seem to be like entirely slack-jawed as all of this is going on is good old Angus Thunderborn.
Yes! I love
Of course it is.
Just takes a swig. I've seen all of those before.
He's gonna come up to the side, and he's gonna look over, and he probably crit fails versus the Mirage, and he's like, "Oh, beautiful mermaid! Look at the beard on her!"
It's so impressive.
Oh, I'm so happy right now.
I'm coming last! And he's just gonna jump off the side.
Oh my god.
Can any of us use a reaction to try to grab him, or?
Where
you
was he
haven't
standing?
gone yet.
Yeah.
But it was between Jill and Callista, so unfortunately, no. He's just gonna dive off the side.
It wouldn't
gonna
account-
be his whole turn. Wacha! Splashes into the water. He is a big, heavy dwarf, so it just like cannonballs down in. He's still got to swim over there to get anywhere.
Bubbles started coming
Oh
out.
god, he just sinks like a rock.
It's true.
Oh no.
Lady Alvina is still staring for a turn. She is within 30 feet, so she has to make her save. She might fail too, actually. She does?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate.
No.
So even the captain starts to go towards the edge, and you would see her sort of shuck off some of the things that she has in her hat, and then she does a much more graceful dive into the water.
Uh-oh. They gonna get crushed.
Without yelling anything ridiculous.
She's too dignified.
Yeah. Katya.
Katya usually takes her commands from me, and she can't. So, I'm assuming she, from where she's standing, sees the green monster because she's not close enough to have to make a save.
Yes. Well, she can't see it off the side of the boat there. You have to be closer to the side of the boat
Okay.
to see it.
So she
doesn't-
just sees people diving overboard.
Yep.
Well, she thinks that people are in danger because they're diving overboard and probably going to drown. So she is going to go running for where the captain dove over
Okay.
because she knows she kind of has
can
an
run pretty
idea. of
far,
rank.
so yeah, she can get all the way over there.
Yeah, so she will leap off the side of the ship after the captain with the goal of grabbing the back of her clothes with her teeth and dragging her back to the ship.
Ah. All right. She's gonna have to get in the water to do that. Big old cat.
She's not super excited about that,
Okay, make
but
a
she
swim
wants to
check,
be a hero.
Katya.
Swim
Big old
check?
cat
Swim
covered
check.
in temporary hair dye.
No, I'm pretty sure it's permanent
Oh no.
until it grows
We're,
back.
we're about to find out if she goes by in the water.
Are we gonna have to shave your cat?
Yep.
Her swim check is a 12.
At 12. Okay, that's just enough to tread water here. So she'll have to try to catch her as she goes down with her mouth. It's a CMB check.
That's a 23.
That is enough. She grabs her with her teeth by the scruff of her coat.
Yeah, not neck. That would hurt.
And
Oh.
all right, Merrick.
Big break.
Merrick is not within 30 feet, but he is on the edge, so he can see this thing and be like, "What? What's wrong with all of you?" Let's see. He's got his sea legs a little bit better today, so apparently all those cures helped you guys. And he's gonna pull his longbow, and he's gonna aim that way. Mm-hmm. And get
His
one
triceps look amazing.
shot off with a 27.
Yeah.
Which is definitely enough. So I put some spin on the arrow, and it burrows a hole into the thing, whipping little substances of it, little flecks of algae off here and there. They hit. Need a D8. And it does minimal damage, and because of this thing's damage reduction, that is not going to actually do anything other than look cool. Leaf.
Leith is going to run over here and try and scramble into this longboat. on the edge so that he can kind
Okay.
of get a view of what's going on. And then he will cast Lightning Bolt at the Sargasm. Which is going to be a reflex save of 17.
All right. It's never not funny. All right. Anyway, that's a critical failure on his part. It was not expecting a lightning bolt to happen. So
Yes.
Right.
go ahead and roll your damage, mister.
Is the lightning hitting the water?
It's magic lightning, though, so don't worry. It doesn't
Okay.
work like that.
Picturing my cat getting electrocuted.
37 points of lightning damage.
Woo!
And according to the description,
Okay,
it
Sargasm.
would ignite combustibles and set them on fire. So,
Yes.
Plants.
depending on how
Damn.
flammable this plant is.
Let me see what I can find here. If I can spell the word combustible. Yes. Yes, I can. I think because it's a creature that it doesn't work that way.
That's fine.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Sorry.
Inanimate.
37 points of damage is a lot.
Oh, yes, it is.
It does. It does.
And I didn't roll that well.
And either way, since it's in the water, it would quickly put it out, so. Alright, well that did a massive amount of damage to it. Oops. You said 37?
Yes.
Okay. Did I already take that off it?
I think you did.
I think I did. Okay. I tried to undo and it just moved Katya, but I think I already did it. Sorry. Beyonce, you are now able to reach this with your fly speed is what, like 60?
30.
30? Oh, okay.
He's a slow angel.
Yeah.
So, because you have to fly down, you're just going to get to it, and then you're going to get a turn. And this still looks like the person that you are sure that it is, even as you reach them. So what is your instinct as they are reaching back for you?
So he's, well, having seen both Callista and Leith attack his betrothed, he's going to say, "What in Tyr's name is wrong with you? This is my betrothed." He's gonna go and he's going to go into a full dive over to what he thinks is his betrothed, and he's gonna channel energy to heal her.
No!
Son of a bitch.
I feel like that's only slightly better than going in for the kiss.
I know, I was like,
Yeah, what
are
if-
you going to make out with the gross thing?
What a
Or
It's like
scene.
that scene in The Shining.
Oh no, why'd you have to bring that up?
Well, that's what it is.
All right,
Sorry.
that's a lot of sixes, guys.
That's not good for us. Oh no.
31 points of healing.
All right, well, so much
Oh,
for
wow.
that lightning bolt.
Guys, stick with me here. I think we need to kill
So
Beyonce.
you
And he's and then he pulls Justifier, still flying.
And that is where we're going to take our break.
Wow.
So we'll do 10 minutes and we will be back at 9:03, looks like.
9:03.
903.
All right,
Join
we'll
us
see you
at
in a bit.
9:03 to see everybody fight Beyonce.
I am enraged.
Pretty
Yes,
much.
Beyonce.
Pretty
Wow.
much.
Thanks for tuning in.
Woo!
We're back! And we're in the middle
We're back.
of a fight against what we've decided is a
Wa-pow.
sargasm demon. We'll never
The
call
old
it anything
sargasm.
No,
else.
there's no reason to call it anything else.
Unfortunately, Beyonce thinks this horrible monster is, like the love of his life or something. So
Yeah,
His
just
standards
ready
are really
to-
low.
fight the party. Now, like I said, the rest of the crew is so busy being sort of slack-jawed at this angel that was apparently in their midst as he unfolded his angel wings that they all crit failed this round, so they're not going to have any action. So
What is-
Seamus,
Wasn't that the cook there?
Seamus, you are paralyzed,
Yep.
but you get to do another will save to try to break it off on your turn.
Am I trying to break the paralysis or this?
Yes,
Okay.
to break the paralysis so that
So-
you can go find Karn.
Okay. Yeah.
The DC
What
20.
you think is
Lest
Karn.
we forget, I too am under this spell. Oh, jeez. What's that? It's a will save? It's a 12.
Good.
Good.
You are
So-
still paralyzed
Ah!
Paralyzed.
for at least 10 more turns.
Like, how paralyzed am I?
You cannot move.
Like, at all?
do
Can I make
nothing.
facial expressions?
Nope. Nope.
You are just frozen in place.
Damn it, Chuck.
Good.
All right. So at this moment, Beyond, you'll put your back to the sargassum, right? Because you are in front of it.
Yep.
Way to commit.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh yeah,
you
I'm
are
facing against everybody.
It's all for the
dramatically
podcast,
in
Carrie.
front of it. Unfortunately, it behind you
Damn it.
reaches out to grab you to it.
Give you a nice hug.
It's gonna give you a big ol' hug.
Slimy,
It's
just,
just gonna
how
be
you
like,
like it.
don't, not now, not now.
Isn't the place? No PDA. They got a 43 grapple.
Holy.
I can't even roll, can
Yeah,
I?
it's versus your CMD, so no, you can't. And it's gonna pull you right in. So that is going to do 21 damage as
Oh,
these
no.
strong, viney arms start to grapple you into its body.
It just made a mistake.
Does he still think
That will break the illusion. So not only will you now know that it is not, but everyone else who is coming at it will suddenly see it for what it was. So at this point, no one else is magically afflicted.
Okay, so I didn't just see, like, Karn go for
No.
an embrace.
big slimy hug?
Yeah.
You did
All right,
for a
so how
moment,
much-
and then you're like, that would never happen. Karn has better taste.
No,
than
she
that.
doesn't
How
even
much?
like
How
it.
much damage did it do again, Brooke?
Did I say 21?
21. Okay.
So,
It
question:
had an ally.
Yes.
Would
Question,
would,
Leaf?
would Leith know that Seamus is no longer?
No, because he's
ensorcelled by the
paralyzed.
thing?
You have no idea.
Okay. Sorry, Chuck.
Callista.
I'm going to shoot it again. Attempt to shoot it, but not Beyonce.
You have
It's just
sight
gonna
shot.
be
You have first sight shot. You're fine.
Yeah.
Beyonce's just gonna be like, I'm so sorry.
It is much larger than him. It looms over him, so there's that.
That's a 30 to hit.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Is this thing evil? Because I would have had.
No, it's a plant.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Plants aren't evil. They're neutral.
Ah,
Just
What about a
doing
Venus
plants.
Well, I would have dipped
Yeah,
this
is the
arrow.
Venus flytrap evil? No.
I would have dipped this arrow in pitch and lit it up too.
Okay.
Um,
Light it up,
that's
up, up.
a lot less damage. It's only 14.
14? That's still pretty good. So
And
you
then
lose.
plus the fire, or
Yep, roll 1d4.
3.
3. Okay. All right, you lose the shot, and it whistles through the air and almost stinging like a high-pitched death aria that goes flaming through into the thing. Hits inside. Do you have another shot? Oh, you have the.
Oh
move
yeah, because
to-
I didn't move.
You have the move to do the pitch thing. Never mind.
Oh
Yeah,
right, because it's
move to
yeah. Okay,
flame it.
yep.
Jill.
okay. I'm gonna shoot it with my arrows. I'm not gonna do the pitch thing because I think I'd rather have 3 attacks than, you know.
Fair.
So, okay. I have studied it, which is great. Studied target for me. Fun fact, I get a +1, or +3 actually, on weapon attacks. Here we go. Oh boy. Well, that is a 19, 22 to hit.
22 will not. Now that it is actually. Oh, hold on, because it's grappling. It might. 1 second.
Oh, and sorry, 23, because I got point blank shot as well, because I'm within 30
That will
feet.
because it's grappling.
All right, solid, good. Okay, so that is AC plus max damage, 10 points of damage.
That's the arrow damage, right?
Yep, yes.
Okay, so it bolts in there. Does a little bit of damage to the
Okay,
thing.
I want to attack him again.
Go for it.
Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Again, nat 20!
Yeah.
What up?
Bow, bow, bow.
Pachoo.
Bam, 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 bam.
3 plus 3. Oh god. Oh god, and it's a times 3 because it's a bow. Why don't I shoot my bow more? Oh my lord, that's 21 points of damage.
Oh.
And I got one more.
And another one in the chamber. All right, that one, like the plant monster almost doubles over around Beyonce as you hit it right in the midsection of it, so to speak,
Ooh,
with
nice.
a great deal of force.
Nice. The third shot misses.
Okay, third shot whizzes by.
Mhm.
All right. All Angus is down here in the water, and now suddenly see that this is not a sexy dwarven bearded mermaid at all. That those tendrils hanging down are just plants. That's true. But he is still gonna try to help. He's gonna grab onto the side of the ship with one hand, and he's going to try to cast a spell at it with his other hand here. That's not gonna work on it though. He doesn't know that. He's not that smart. He's like, take this! And then nothing happens at all. Just fizzles out around the thing.
So sad. I want him to have
No.
success.
I do too. It's all right. Hang in there, buddy. Lady Alvina also shakes off the magic, and she just looks really angry at this point in time that she was just hoodwinked by a plant, of all things. But she also doesn't know exactly what it is. So she's going to try to climb back up the side of the ship here, which she does with ease. Oh,
Katya's-
Katya has her. That's right.
Yeah, Katya's still pulling on her collar.
Well, Katya can drag up with her if she's
Okay.
okay with that. She's got good claws for climbing, so they can spend their turn getting back in the boat.
Yeah, she does not care to get wet.
Okay.
Be wet and longer
Like,
than she needs to be.
being
So.
wet. All right, Merrick, getting with that bow again.
on, Merrick.
21, and he's gonna miss. He's gonna miss twice.
Oh, poor Merrick.
I wonder if Mary's
Hey.
feeling a little emasculated.
You know what? You've been
Things happen.
seasick. You try fighting with a bow when you've been seasick.
So true.
Leith.
Leith is going to lightning bolt it again.
That's fair. All right, he gets a reflex save. This time it's expecting this, so it's a little better prepared. They got a 20.
So half damage.
Okay.
Half of
roll
29, so 14.
All right. So the good news is that it's so big that even though it's stressful, Beyonce, I'm sure, to have the lightning bolt come this close to you, it doesn't actually send you. Maybe leave a little scorch mark on one side of your armor. You're gonna need to clean that up later. But it's your turn, Beyonce.
I'm not wearing my
Yeah.
armor right now.
Oh, that's right. Just on your clothes.
Okay. Well,
You are grappled currently, so entirely restrained by this thing.
So what does that do to me?
I will send you a thing in the chat here.
Can I cast a spell?
So the last bit of what I just sent you is for casting spells while grappled. So you have to make a concentration check or you would lose the spell, and it's going to be very hard because this thing has a very tight grip on you.
Okay, hold up. Oh goodness. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna have to use a different technology because it's gonna throw off the stream.
Oh yeah, sorry. You're streaming and stuff.
One too many windows.
Basically, do you want to risk it or do you not?
What about attacking it?
You can still attack it. It's a -2 on attack rolls.
Oh.
Okay.
And you
I'll
can't
do
do any
that.
attack. You can't do any two-handed attacks, but you can do one-handed attacks.
Okay.
Jab at it.
Can I try to break out of the grapple?
You can, yeah.
It's probably.
It's gonna be very difficult.
That would probably. You know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna attack with Justifier, and I am going to chant. And I am going to. Actually, you know what? I am going to cast a spell, and I'm going to say, "You were unworthy of wearing that form," and I'm gonna cast Chains of Light.
Okay, gotta make
On
that
it.
concentration check for me to do this. And what's the level of that spell? I need to know.
6th level.
6th level. Oh boy. Okay, so in order to pass it, you're gonna have to get 16 plus 17. You need a 33 on a concentration check, which is a d20 plus your caster level plus your wisdom mod.
I'd have to get a natural 20. But
Yeah, pretty
okay.
much.
Okay. It's worth a try. Mwah. Come on, baby. Nah.
Okay.
Rolled a 10.
This spell doesn't come off right, and your words are have to round out by like plant filling your mouth.
Ah!
And just my eyes are like, I'm like crying uncontrollably right now.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right. The others finally snap to as Lady Alvina is climbing up on deck with this panther, and she says, "Don't just stand there and gawk, shoot it!" And they start moving into position.
I love her. Oh my god.
And also fire at this thing. Do-do-do-do. And get off one shot. That one hits. That one misses. That one misses. So one of them is gonna get a shot, and it's Tanazi. She manages to actually shoot the thing. But her bolt is ineffective, like against this monster. It just sinks into it and then vanishes into the water. Seamus,
Am I still paralyzed?
you can make a will save and try to break out.
Okay. Oh my god. 8.
Yep, still paralyzed.
Damn it.
Monster's turn. It's gonna try to
Damn it.
maintain the
I was
grapple, and
trying
it
to
got
help.
a natural 20. So yes, it does maintain the grapple, because it's just like stuffing plant down your throat, like cutting off your crying. So it's gonna continue to do the damage to you this turn. It is 20 more damage.
20 more damage. Love hurts, baby.
Okay, I have to check one thing.
This freaking thing. Oh my god.
It's gross. Yep.
Yeah, it's super gross.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Not okay at all.
Not okay.
Yikes.
I am gonna kill this thing. Callista, you
that's
should
what
call
I
it
thought. It's going to be double that. Because it gets to do it again. So it's twice that, Ross.
Twice that? Okay.
Yep, so 40.
Oh, jeez. How you doing, buddy?
How you looking,
27.
Beyonce's
Oh,
looking
no.
real rough. It doesn't look that good either, but your friend is in great peril. Callista,
I pop my shoulder out like it's.
Oh, God.
In order to use many shot, I can't take the time to dip the arrows and pitch, right?
first.
Okay. I'm gonna use many shot and use 2 arrows and not
Okay.
dip these.
Mhm.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I was really hoping for a nat 20 on one of those. One of them is a 31 and the other one is a 28 to hit.
Both of those will hit at least.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Yippee!
Oh, sorry. Actually, they were both
Mario
5 higher
episode.
than that.
Oh, then they definitely hit easily.
Okay.
The whiz of the double arrows parts the air with a pretty satisfying smack. Need individual damage, please.
Okay, 21 for the first arrow.
Oh, suck it.
Nice.
And
Callista, another monster to you.
13 for the second arrow.
15, that's not enough.
I was afraid of that.
Looking messy, but it's still holding on to Beyonce. Jill.
And up steps Jill. Here we go. I'm gonna try to shoot him. Here I go. All right, let's. Yeah. Okay. All right. That is a 27 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Slow motion.
It is just barely
I want to shoot him again.
holding on. Like you can feel it starting to weaken around you, Beyond, and the plants recoiling out of your mouth and kind of melting now away. So you can always
I got
Save
a
now.
24 to hit.
that'll hit.
Suck it. What's this thing's called again? 7 points of damage.
Sargasm.
7.
Yep, it hits with startling effectiveness, and the sargassum crumples into the water,
Yes.
dropping Beyonce in and ending the combat.
Yes.
Ending initiative.
He just like falls into the water.
Is it deep?
No, he's over by land, so it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's pretty shallow where he's at.
So he's gonna just like walk up to shore and like shake out his wings. And then just and then he's just gonna try and fly back to the ship.
Okay, and their wings are wet, and as they land, you're like shaking them like a dog a little bit, like yeah, just flecks of water going everywhere. And the entire crew is gathering around now to stare at you, and they're sort of circling around Beyonce and the rest of you.
Beyonce's gonna push through the crowd.
Seamus would be unparalyzed.
Yes,
at this
thank
point.
you. Thank you.
Standing there.
And like, he's not paralyzed anymore, but he's just like in shock at what all that just transpired without him being able to move the entire time. Like,
Yeah.
Karn basically showed up at the middle of the ocean and then turned into a giant plant monster.
Yep.
And Keith will walk up to Jameis and just sort of quietly say, I know I promised not to cast spells on you anymore, but I swear I was trying to help this time. And then just kind of disappear between the legs into the crowd and walk away before Jameis can say something mean to him.
And he's just as speechless because he doesn't have the opportunity to retort. So
And the captain's voice rings out as Beyonce's trying to
His
push
speech.
through, and most people are clearing out of your way, like big angel dude coming through. But she says, "Stop!"
Then he's going to cast Cure Critical Wounds on himself.
Okay. And
Um,
she starts walking down, and everybody's parting for her too. She's just kind of making her way.
Hallie
through.
is gonna walk up next to Beyonce. Chef Bay.
I walk up by Seamus, kind of like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
I turned to Jill and I said, I don't think our cover's blown.
okay, so that's 29 hit points back to me.
Okay. Did you stop walking through the crowd when she asked you to?
Sure, and I'm gonna come back out and I'm going to like intimidatingly like keep my wings outstretched.
Make an intimidate check.
I'm gonna elbow him and try to get him to stand
Dial
down.
it back a little bit.
Yeah, dial it down to a 30.
Intimidate check. That is a 22.
Okay, 22. And a lot of people take a step back as you're doing this. The captain does not, but she doesn't get any closer. She just stops where she's at.
And he's looking at her. He still has angelic aspect up, so his eyes are glowing purple.
Oof.
She's looking at you and she says, "What are you?"
I am a descendant of Tyr himself.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
Damn it.
There
God
are
damn
a
it.
couple of crew members who drop to their knees, actually, at that, like clearly devout people who worship the gods here in Beirut, and hearing that there's a descendant of one of the gods who's here making a pretty awe-inspiring show, moves them to immediately do that.
Oh, get up. He was almost eaten by a plant.
Beyond's cast hold person on Leith.
Make a will save, Lee.
Yeah, how's it feel? Huh?
This is, hold on.
The next
This-
t-shirt is "Suck It, Lee."
Suck it, Lee.
Keith.
Okay. Four.
Oh yeah, you're
Plus
definitely...
2, so 6.
You're super frozen over there. Okay. And she watches all of this happen. And she says, "Why did you come on my ship?"
We need to go back to my temple.
We really are headed to Baldur's Gate.
We didn't lie about that.
And we really are cooking dinner for you. We did not lie about that. So we did not lie. We needed passage to Baldur's Gate, and we are cooking for you.
And you see little Ren like poking out behind somebody's leg, like looking at this, and looks pretty affected by this too. And she kind of smirks and she's like, "I didn't think anyone fully mortal could cook like that. Be all right. We'll be
It
all
is
right."
divine, isn't it?
He will be all right. I'll kind of look him up and down. He will be all right.
He's actually gonna drop angelic aspect now that he sees like that everything is like not as tense.
Yep.
And he's going to say, "I will be. I just saw someone that I haven't seen in a long time."
So did I. There's no major temple of Tyr in Baldur's Gate. Is that where you're going?
We don't intend to stay there, no.
Where are you going?
What is it to you?
Maybe we'll take you there.
Interesting. Can you take the... Is there even like a port in Waterdeep?
Yeah. In
It's
fact,
water
you would-
deep. Sorry.
That's true. It's
You would have-
it's a...
The plan was get a ship to Baldur's Gate and then get a galley that will take you guys up to
Okay.
Waterdeep.
Yes, that's that. We're going to Waterdeep, the temple to Tia there.
I think our crew could use some blessings to count. Do you think you could provide those?
You have my services.
And what about the rest of the chef hands?
Follow Chef Bay.
Let's see. No further questions, I suppose?
I would-
You suck, Lee.
You can make another will save, Lee.
Suck it,
You-
Lee.
You do have other passengers, though, no? What if they do not want to go to Waterdeep?
That one's a 29.
29. Okay, you break.
yeah, you'd break it.
She looks over at the mercenary crew over here, so that group, and says, "I can leave them at Baldur's Gate if that's where they're going."
You know, if we get our druthers, I guess we wouldn't mind ending up in Waterdeep too.
Sounds like a nice place.
Works out for everybody. All right.
Katya's
Now
doing the cat
stop your
shake-off thing.
gawking, she yells over at the crew. And get your asses back to work.
Beyonce just kind of says, like, you could let them go a little longer.
Callista elbows him again.
Oh, okay.
I love it,
And
dude.
she looks at you, Beyonce kind of up and down, and she says, you might want to put those things away, though, before any other ships come by.
That's fair.
And she grins. She threw a wink, and then she walks back towards her camera.
Beyonce kind of like walks and flips his hair.
It's very wet, so it.
Just probably splashes all those people who are bowing to the.
It looks
I
like a
bless
shampoo
you.
commercial.
It does. It does
Yes,
look like a
yes,
shampoo
yes.
commercial.
And then immediately in his wake, Katya does the cat shake-off thing and gets them everyone wet again.
All right. And
How well
the
does
rest of
that
the
dye
crew?
hold up on the panther?
I mean, we actually bleached her.
Right.
So, like, there's no color left in her fur.
Okay.
Well, I guess we did dye, then add brown dye to it, so maybe
Yeah,
she's
I think
completely blonde.
I think the brown has faded a little bit. It's not completely gone, but it doesn't.
So she
look
looks
brown.
albino.
Doesn't look quite the same.
No,
Which is
I know.
cool.
Got you.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to
Alright.
surreptitiously pass Jill the dye.
Okay.
Oh, the knuckle bone?
No, the brown
talking
dye to Rita.
Oh, the
Gotcha.
DYE. I was like,
DYE.
what are we talking about? My bad.
Not the DIE, the
Sorry.
die of death. Make a sleight of hand, please.
Do I also have to or not?
No,
Good.
good, because I would suck
26.
All right.
26. All right. Yeah, nobody seems to notice.
And then I kind of like
Awesome.
lean my head at the strangely
Yeah,
colored cat.
Everyone seems distracted enough right now that none of them really take that much note of Kadia's current state. Like, most of them are staring at Beyonce, honestly.
She doesn't know, so she's just,
Right.
Yep. All right. So with that, you guys will be able to return to doing what you want, and nobody's going to ask that many questions about it either.
Good. Great. One of the days. How many? So we're looking at a longer voyage
So
now.
that was the second day.
Yes.
And there's 7 days total to get to Baldur's, and then another 3 days after that. So it's a 10-day voyage.
Okay.
So you guys will be traveling with them for 10 days. We can gloss over most of it, but yeah, if there's any conversations that you want to have on the boat ride, then you can let me know right now.
Yeah.
Our cover lasted so long.
Yeah. Right.
You guys
We
are
never-
amazing.
What
Nailed
did you expect from Beyonce? Honestly, it's
Is
Doesn't
Seamus?
matter.
I want to find Seamus like one day when I assume he's like meditating or something.
Yes, and I am trying to teach Barty how to meditate. So I said, Barty,
Make another handle animal check, please.
very still, Barty. A 9.
Yep, no, not working.
Barty's like poops on my shoulder a little bit.
Oh, dang it. Poor Barty.
he doesn't know how to handle his
Doesn't
bird
know how to
shit.
be a bird.
Nope.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just sitting there on my yoga mat. I'm trying to meditate, and Barty is just fussing.
Yeah, just fussing. I want to go up and I want to tap Seamus on the non-Barty occupied shoulder.
Okay.
And I just be like, Seamus, sorry to interrupt. Were you right in the middle of whatever you do?
Yes, but it's not important
Then why do you do it?
because it's important.
Jesus. Okay. And I just kind of like I shake that off. I'm like, I wanted to talk to you about something real quick, if you have time, if it's not important.
Of course.
Well, Seamus, I've been thinking a lot about, big picture stuff, life. You are very old. How old are you?
And he kind of like looks back. He's like, I am 108 now. I forgot I had a birthday the other week.
Happy belated. Seamus, I'm not old. I'm 26, and it seems like I kind of, well, I'm just collecting tragedies, Seamus. Does that happen the whole time? What do you do? How do you, I mean, I don't know if it keeps going this way. I don't know if I want to make it to 108.
Delaris, life is full of tragedy. Every day, something new happens, and sometimes it's great, sometimes you lose someone, but we must keep moving forward. But if you're talking about how our failures may affect us, well, it reminds me of a time when I was much younger, quite foolish, if I might say so. I wasn't always a monk of the Order of the Small Hand.
And Jill kind of looks confused by that, like just that concept of Seamus being anything other than a monk.
I once was a soldier, serving under King Virdin of Damara. And in the Great War with the Lich King Zengi, I was assigned a small group of new recruits. We were tasked with destroying a small bugbear's nest. It was supposed to be easy. Well, on the road, we came across a goblin camp. They were our enemy. I looked those boys in the eye and I told them, we must undo these creatures. I told them to charge. And it was a massacre. They were all slaughtered that day. I barely escaped with my life.
And Jill kind of like has this moment of realization about how Seamus treated the goblin when we were passing under the Stormhorns, and like it all kind of suddenly clicks. And she just kind of shakes her head and she's like, I'm sorry.
I failed on that day, but I kept going. That's all we can do.
But doesn't it start to feel heavy? Does it ever get too heavy?
It's always heavy, but occasionally you find a way to lighten the load. And Seamus pulls out his pipe.
And Jill kind of smiles a little bit and pulls out her flask and just kind of like nods and it's like, well, thank you, Seamus.
Always happy to talk.
And she smiles and kind of walks away.
Is anyone going to be speaking to Beyonce in the wake of what happens about anything that happened? Or is no one going to bring that up?
Leith will.
Okay.
Beyonce would probably, at least after it, he would probably be like shutting himself in his cabin.
So Leith will.
Tiny little room.
Yep.
Yep.
His cabin. It's a broom closet.
I'll be in
Basically,
my cabin.
yeah. Cabin is a strong word, but
Leith will gently knock on the door.
who is it?
It's Leith. You have a minute to talk.
I suppose I'm praying, but I can take a moment.
I don't mean to interrupt anything important.
Come in. It's okay.
So, who did you see when the plant thing pulled you off the boat? Because I tried to stop you with a spell, but apparently you were a bit more motivated than my magic.
You know how I told you I was betrothed a long time ago? I don't bring it up very often, but
To a giant salad person.
yes, to a giant salad person, Keith.
Keith.
Um,
Keith. Suck it, Keith.
no,
Suck it, Keith. Sorry.
no, their name is Galen.
That's a pretty name.
It's a paladin of Bahamut. We met a long time ago, and I haven't seen them since even before I left the temple. Seeing them there was, after all this, I've missed them so much. It's hard.
Where are
And
they?
I'm not sure. It's probably on a mission just like I am.
Well, just a thought. It doesn't seem like we're going to be using much of our magic outside of emergencies for the next couple of days. And you can talk to anyone, whoever you want to, anywhere they are. Why not send them a message?
I should.
Side note. If
Go
I
on.
started taking orders from the crew and maybe charging them for their favorite dishes, is that something that you'd be into? Because I see the opportunity to turn a wee bit of profit here.
Yes.
Industrious.
Money,
I-
money by the pound.
My services are free. Well, not free. We're using them to gain passage.
Right. And if we just happened to, provide some people with their favorite dishes, things that they might not normally be able to get at sea, I just think some people might be willing to pay a bit of a premium for that. But if you're not okay with that, then I don't have to ask. I
just found out that there are followers of Tyr that I could have been talking to this whole time. I don't want to charge them for my services.
So you're saying I probably shouldn't charge them for your services either?
No, and don't let me catch you doing so.
I asked first.
I appreciate it, but I have to be firm sometimes.
I know, it's just I listened when you and Seamus said stuff the other day, and I didn't want to do anything without your permission.
You know, that's true. That is very comforting. Thank you, Leith.
I do what I can.
You know, since we're talking feelings, I suppose, have you thought more that you spoke to me briefly about not wanting to go back to your family, to the Fae? How are you doing with that?
Well, we're getting further and further away from them. I don't know how easy it is for them to find me. Frankly, if there was a way not to be found, I'd probably try it. I didn't ask to be the king at anything, or the prince at anything, or any of that stuff. I wanted to be a hero. That's what we're doing. I don't want to stop now.
If it's any comfort to you, I will do anything within my power to stop them from taking you. See, you had mentioned that you had wondered if you felt like you were being forced into this.
I mean,
And
I did promise to go back so that we could get that staff to stop that demon way back when. So, I know you don't like breaking promises. I don't want to ask you to help me break mine.
You know, there are certain. I've come to some conclusions lately that not everything is cut and dry. The world is messier than that.
You don't say.
Yes, I don't need the sass, I know.
Sasson, that's just my voice.
It's
I
the
have
lilt
rested-
that makes everything sound nasty.
I have rest and sass voice.
Truth is that you are the maker of your own fate. And if there's anything that I can do about that, I'm not going to let some small promise way back in the day stop you from what you want to do in your life. Yes, I prefer to keep promises. I don't like lying, but that is a high price to pay. To sacrifice your future for some promise that you made.
I really appreciate that, Beyonce.
You have proven yourself to be a stalwart, and you're a great friend. And I will do what I can to help you, if I can.
Thank you. And Leith will reach out a hand to shake hands with Beyonce.
Oh God.
Eons will shake his hand back, kind of in that, like, grabbing the wrist style. Like, wrist
And
on
Leith will
wrist.
cast Hold Person on Beyonce.
Suck it,
God
Lee.
damn it.
What's the save on that again?
For me, it's a 20.
20 will, correct?
Yes.
That's a 27.
Damn it.
Oh.
Nice try.
You can
Whole
tell
person.
he's trying it, but you, yeah.
Yes, get him back. Get him back. Get him back.
Someone's gonna find us like 3 hours later, just both frozen.
Just whole
in
person,
place.
whole person, whole person.
I got a 17.
Yeah, that'll break it.
Oh. Woohoo.
I think. Wait, what's my spell save again? I think it's 17, actually.
Dang it. Oh my god, you're so evenly matched.
Fair enough.
So Leith is just gonna smile and walk slowly backwards out of the door and just grin at Beyonce before he closes the door behind him.
Wait, one thing. Something interesting that I learned how to do. You had mentioned that you wanted to have you wanted to sell people on their favorite foods.
Right.
I can give that to you.
Your favorite.
How?
He's going to cast, he's going to start casting and say a small prayer, and then he's going to just touch Leith's forehead, and it's, I'm going to cast what's called Dream Feast, where you are going, next time you sleep, you get to imagine the best meal you've ever had, and you're going to actually wake up sated by that.
As if you ate it.
How many food-related spells do you have now?
A lot. I have a lot.
I am.
He's
Yeah,
going to.
okay.
I feel like this is going to be Beyonce's like
So bad.
retirement project or something.
I
Like,
cast Dream Feast!
I'm just
Dream
waiting for
Feast
like
is on the weight loss menu.
I'm just
You
waiting
get all
for
the benefits of your favorite meal, but none of the
None of
calories.
the calories.
I'm just-
but it's going to be like
Best restaurant in
everything that
Beirut.
all of your favorite foods, and it's going to taste just the way that you like it.
Eventually, he's just going to be healing us with plates of mac and cheese.
Yep.
Yeah.
Comfort food.
And Verners.
Yep. Yeah. Here's a 2 liter of Verner's. That gives you plus 8 HP.
Yeah.
So Leith will back out the door again, and right before he closes it, he'll say, "Seriously, I think you should talk to your salad person." And then close the door behind him.
Beyonce is just gonna like face palm.
Salad person.
I was about to be like, you know what? Leith's really turned a corner, and then
Chad did too. They were like,
Not
"Look at
all
these
the way."
Oh, but only so much. He's still Leith.
still Leith. Oh my god.
Oh,
Amazing.
bless.
Amazing.
All right. Any other little combos people are gonna have? Beyonce, are you going to take him up on that offer before?
I'm going to message Galen.
Are you doing it yourself?
What?
Are you doing it yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you when you do this?
I'm going to do it in my cabin.
Okay. And on which day of the 10-day voyage?
Probably like the next day, or I could do it right afterwards. I still had another sending.
Okay. I presume this is sending then is what you're doing. So you get 25 words or less.
Ooh.
Choose carefully.
Yep.
Liz is
Because I can't cast it like 3 times a day or anything. It's he's going to say it's Beyonce. I know it's been a long time. Words cannot describe how much I miss you.
Oh boy.
9 left.
You got 8 left, I thought. No.
Hugs and kisses.
Doing the work of Tyr. How many? I have 2.
3.
3.
Hugs and
Hugs and kisses. Yep, I was just trying to see if I could get it.
It fit. Okay, so you're gonna send that off. Give me a moment here to compose.
Oh
my
my
response.
god. You're gonna get a response, bro. She has to compose the response. Oh. What do you hope they say? What do you want? What do you hope for?
Can you send nudes over sending?
Instead of hugs and kisses, should have been send nudes.
Oh man, missed opportunity.
Oh
Well,
yes.
next time.
Yeah. Well, at least now we know.
Yeah, right.
But
Would
that's
that
gonna
be
be
like
that's gonna be the new sign off.
Would that be like a minor illusion though, like to
Yes.
send
I feel
news?
like probably for a whole person, it'd be like a major.
Major illusion. This is a pretty good spell. I mean,
Right, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like the D&D equivalent of like TikTok. Like send like a little quick video.
Yeah, and it's there and then gone, so that you can't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you
They can't screenshot it.
You
No.
can't. You don't have time to write it like a picture of it.
All right.
Right,
1, 2, 3,
correct.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Picture of it.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18,
Quite a
19, 20,
response.
22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, I gotta get rid of one word.
Make one into a conjunction or whatever.
All right, I got it.
All right.
You
Contraction.
get a response to message. And it says, my Noachi, which is a word you know from Draconic, and it means my little treasure. It says, when your work is done, I hope you return to the temple. My mission has returned me there. I'm going to see you. And that's it.
Oh my god.
End of
Ooh,
message.
Nice.
Not nudes, but best they
It's better.
Yeah.
Like the next day, he would like obviously he can't. I think he can't do it again that night because you know what? Actually, he can. He can do it one more time. Yeah.
You can.
He's got 2 rounds in him tonight.
Yeah. I got one. Oh, there will be so many rounds later.
Oh my goodness. So many rounds.
Send it.
Send it. Yes.
Yeah.
Again,
Okay.
again.
He's
Liz
He's gonna
got
do
it.
another sending. I
All
gotta.
right, Liz, you're on counting duty.
Liz is good at this.
Yeah. It's so good to hear your voice. I'm heading to the temple as we speak.
12.
Do some stretching.
Oh!
Limber up. Daddy's home.
Effie, brace yourself!
Gilbrook.
We broke the game master.
Yes. Yes. What is the response?
All right, pull out the cartridge. We got to blow on it.
I got it. Okay. The response to that is, then I will remain here until you see your face. And more than that, it seems.
Yes! I've been really trying.
You guys are good at Twitter. All right, anyway.
Wow. Amazing.
That's gonna be all.
Well, the ship, you guys are going to pass through Baldur's Gate, the crescent moon city that wraps around the Great Harbor, and you would see it's one of the busiest ports of fallen Faerun, and they're going to stop there to sort of deliver some shipments and such, but otherwise the captain, she is more than willing to take you on towards Waterdeep, and you grow ever closer towards Beyonce's past and potentially present. Now, and that is where we will pick up next time with your arrival in Waterdeep.
Oh!
So please join us for
Good
our next
session.
show, which is on May 15th, same time, same place, less pirates, but a little sexier apparently.
It's going to be Dice Tales After Dark.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right. You guys have a wonderful month. Thank you so much for joining us on your Saturday night for some piratey shenanigans. We love you guys so much.
Bye.
Thank you again to our sponsors. Bye, guys.